game, yeah, we move the bold way. Strategic mindset, never fold, never no way. Pressure on the game, make them step aside. Heavy is the crown when you built from pride. I spade bars of gold like they candy coated. Every line fire, yeah, stay explosive. Got the crowd locked in when I speak my thesis. Sweet 16 flow like Reese's Pieces. Breathe in, breathe out. Why you talking greasy? Confidence loud, but your numbers looking easy. My circle move tight, no loose ends. We leveling up while you play pretend. Skills universal, crossing all barriers. Turn small rooms into big arenas. Resurrect the vibe when the beat drop. From the basement climb to the rooftop, it's crimson ink rhymes carved in stone. Independent grind built my throne. You can't replicate the frequency. Different wave, different energy. Watch me elevate and expand my brain. Watch me build wealth and expand my lane. Watch me turn rap money to real estate while they still debating. We innovate. Watch me elevate and expand my brain. Watch me build wealth and expand my lane. Watch me turn rap money into real estate while they still debating. We innovate.
You are now locked in with the livest. Welcome to CHI-RADIO.LIVE. You are locked into the vibe. CHI-RADIO.LIVE starts right now.
Yo, once again, come over a little bit here with me. Yeah. So, hey, look, I think that's kind of cold, G. I didn't know this was actually going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, right here we do green screens, we do everything. You know what I'm saying? And the brother Jesse Parks, he came in like the 5 Heartbeats, but he came from the Dice game to the show like, oh. You know what I'm saying? That's how my man popped in, you know what I'm saying? And again, let me tell you something right now. My name is Kingpen. We spell like Kingpen. Mr. Crime, I put it right nice. If you know a girl want to get wet, I got a cup of water. We on CHI-RADIO.LIVE. And again, my special guest is Mr. Jesse Parks. Now tell the people who you is real quick. All
right, so I'm going to go ahead and just tell the people who I am real quick. So for those that don't know, my name is Jesse Parks. I've been playing music and getting it on the production side for quite some time, over, you know, like I want to say about 10, 15 years in the Chicagoland area. I started off doing music production, making beats. I used to have people slide on me in Dalton, and then it went from me recording people and knocking out beats to just me playing guitar. I was practicing guitar before I told anybody about 5 years. And then once I played my guitar for one artist, shout out to Sweet Juices. I let Sweet Juices hear my guitar for the first time. And
shout out to Sweet Juices.
She invited me out to the Checkerboard Lounge. And then once I went to the Checkerboard Lounge, it was like a chain reaction of people just inviting me to like different spots. That was back in 2014. So I've been doing the guitar work for like I want to say it'll be 11 years in September. You feel me? Yep.
I think that's totally amazing. And we're going to do it like this. Yo, what's good, everybody? You already know what it is. I already explained who I am. And you're tapped in live. You're tapped in live, right? This is not a game. You're tapped in live to the Kingpen radio show on CHI-RADIO.LIVE. And you already know I have my man explain it to you, you know what I'm saying? But I got to do my Shannon Sharp joint right here. Tonight, we got a special guest in the building. This brother is not just an artist. He's a creator, a teacher, and a visionary. Founder of JP Legacy Academy. He's out here producing his own music, playing guitar, teaching the next generation, and even tapping into sound therapy and meditation to heal through music. And I think that's amazing. From performing at weddings and live venues to helping artists record and find their sound. This man is really living his purpose through music. Make some noise wherever you at in this meta universe. Wherever you at watching this, and even when you catch the replay, make some noise and show some love for Jesse Parks.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
We got to get out of Kingpen. And okay, This boy, yeah.
Radio Chicago.
There we go. So what's going on, my guy?
Oh man, nothing much. I'm over here just having fun, doing what I love, man. I've been playing at Buddy Guy's. So Wednesday nights, if y'all not doing nothing at 10:30, man, we have jam nights at Buddy Guy's. So I normally invite a lot of my musician homies if they're not doing anything, if they're not on tour. Like I just had one of my homies, shout out to Dirty Sock, man, on the production, man. He was on the drums on Wednesday. And he went and invited B-Lo from Do or Die. He was up there, and Daryl Woods, and a whole bunch of people that we all know and love, man.
Sound like you guys are crazy.
Yeah. So hey, you if you're not doing nothing on next Wednesday, sir, you are more than welcome to come out there and just just have a drink and just chill. But you gotta be up there too.
Hey, wherever you doing your thing, you already know. If I have the time and space and opportunity, I'm gonna show up because I just showed up.
He was out there in Indiana, in Munster.
Yeah,
he went all the way to Munster. I didn't expect that. That was a pleasant surprise.
I know, right?
Yeah.
And I had a good time as well. So let's do this. What we're gonna do is we're gonna play a video from Mr. Jesse Parks, and when we come back, we're gonna have, another special guest because I wanted Jesse Parks to feel the love. You know what I mean? Pause. Let's go. What's the name of the joint, sir?
The name of the joint is, and it's actually not a new joint. It's something I've had out for a few years. It's called Log Off. It's about not being on the internet. So the irony of us being online, talking about not being online. So yeah, it's called Log Off. Just get the message, get the understanding. You feel me?
Let's go.
Let's get it.
Don't let the internet pressure you. Things ain't always what they seem. Compare your online, offline. Sometimes I work on beats and I just don't really be feeling it. I practice my guitar a lot and I ain't always killing it. Music used to be the place where I release my pain, but I made a bunch of beats that I ain't like just to get paid. Compare myself to people who already made it in this game. Made myself depressed cause artists been made it by my age. As far as social media, I have my tired days. I just wanna be alone, don't feel like clicking like today. How would you like it if you expressed your blues? Then people disregard it just to go and count the views. Like, yeah, he was dope, but only 30 people seen it. Is this what I'm reduced to? It's my pain, I really made it. You know what? I think I'ma cancel myself. I was way more focused. Facebook does not help. As far as I'm concerned, IG means instant gratification. I'm taking back my attention to regain my patience. I had to sign out so I could focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. There's a war for attention, you got to focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. There's a war for attention, you got to focus. Social media can either promote you or expose you. Made some dumb mistakes by telling strangers what I'm going through. I overshare my opinions and my intimate thoughts, and people will take it and make it a status or downright put it in their bars. I take a 5-minute scroll, finish 2 hours later. This gotta be the best drug technology ever gave us. People that you wasn't thinking about turn into haters. I watched insecure girlfriends become investigators. I know offline loafers, but they online posers. Jesus, take the wheel before I run somebody over. There's nothing you could tell me, it's getting pretty scary. I'm at the gym the other day, this chick did like 3 sets of selfies. I had to sign out so I could focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. There's a war for attention, you got to focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. There's a war for attention, you got to focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. There's a war for attention, you got to focus. Yeah, I had to sign out. Think about what your life was like before social media. Before you started comparing yourself to everybody else. Don't fall for attention, you got to focus. Don't compare your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel, because you don't always see what's going on offline.
All right, we back. And again, that song, man, I really enjoy that song. We play it every now and again here on CHI-RADIO.LIVE. Tonight, it will be loaded up on the actual internet radio station itself, which is CHI-RADIO.LIVE. You can go to Live 365 and listen 24 hours a day. We got DJ Sluggo over there. We got Cypher Sick is on there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Street Boy Stretch is on there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, man. Easy O'Hare's on there, whatever. All right, so look, not whatever, but that's the homie right there. And shout out to Ed Mack, all the way from Cali. He's in the building. Let's show that. Yeah. Let's show that. And then he said, nice piece on his neck in the video. Yeah. I think it's amazing myself, Mr. Ed Mack. Yes, straight from Cali. And then I said, yes, sir. Yes, sir. So let's get off into these questions right here. All right. What made you fall in love with music, especially the guitar?
All right. So music, I don't remember when I fell in love with music, but I do remember when I did make a decision to, like, you know what I'm saying, like, want to be a music producer.
Mm-hmm.
But falling in love with music, that's like asking a kid, like, what kind of candy he wants. That's like the kid in the candy store question. So basically, if I could just go back in my memory and just find out exactly when, it was a whole bunch of songs that I just liked from back then.
Mm-hmm.
Like, some of my earliest memories was listening to the radio, Whispers in the Dark with Irene Mojica.
Hold on.
With WGCI.
In the Dark.
Yeah, basically after the after the regular songs went off, you had the Whispers in the Dark with Irene Mojica on WGCI. That's kind of when I used to have to fall asleep with the radio. So basically, I used to have the radio on before I went to sleep. No exceptions, and that went on for many years, all the way up until I got when I got my first radio, all the way up until I got a TV in my room. Because my mom, she didn't put no TV in my room until I was like 15, 16, something like that. So,
okay.
That. So probably about 10 years of listening to music, and then also I used to have to, like, so I'm giving my age away, but I remember, like, waiting for the DJ to stop talking so I could play and record at the same time.
The pause tapes?
Yeah. And then, so basically when I was in Shorty, they had the the tapes or whatnot, and then you had SP, EP, SLP, you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
So I used to have to do that, and then they had the Gold Coast People Top 99 with Mike Love and the Diz, and then I'm telling you, WGCI, and then that's kind of how I was, like, really
shout out to Mike Love. He's still on the radio and he's DJing. He's going crazy, but go ahead.
Yep. So I pretty much was able to just just be in tune with all the hottest songs, and just I developed my own taste. And then my pops, he would listen to, like, oldies. He would listen to Otis Redding and Sam Cooke, and he would listen to, like, a whole bunch of just even old school soul music that I love to this day, Smokey Robinson, and and then I kind of, like, took that and just found out my own personal taste of music, like, so. But yeah, so that's just a little bit. I could keep talking about how I fell in love with music and when, but yeah, that's kind of like a basic that's a basic overview of the music and how it started before the whole production and me playing guitar thing. But to answer the second part of your question, my grandfather played the guitar. I have uncles that played the guitar. My uncle Steve played the guitar. My uncle Bobby played the guitar, and then and then their kids. My Uncle Bobby's son plays the guitar.
This is in the DNA, is what I'm hearing.
And then also my cousin. I have a few cousins that play guitar, Ninja, and my cousin Josh plays guitar. So basically, there's I have multiple guitar players in my family. And then my cousin tried to show me, my cousin Timber, he tried to show me to play the guitar back in like 2009. But then, like, I did actually sit down and just make sure that I practice. But like I said, I didn't tell nobody for about 5 years. That ain't nothing I could just jump up and say, yo, I play guitar. No, I want none of that. So I actually just really want to make sure it was a passion of mine. And that was just my thing that I did. And to be completely honest, there's certain instruments I'm playing now, but y'all might not hear it until later on.
Until you say go crazy with
and
it.
That's kind of how I evolve with my music. Like, that ain't nothing to tell nobody. These are things that I actually want to practice and take it on myself. That way I could just learn. And then it's personal things too: hand-eye coordination, dexterity, brain, and cognitive functioning. There's like a lot of different benefits too. If y'all want to get lessons, there's along with that package, but that's a whole nother thing.
I can't wait to do the lessons. You already know that. I've already inquired about it. So
yeah. And then
okay, go ahead.
What I was gonna say is, well, you might want to get started sooner than later, because I'm gonna stop taking people because I do other things besides teach. But I do want to make sure that when I do teach, I'm actually giving my students the undivided attention that they deserve. That way, I'm not having a whole bunch of students waiting on me, and I'm half. You know what I'm saying?
That's similar to like the Chicago public school system, where they have these overcrowded classes, 30 plus students and things of that nature.
And I feel like overcrowded classes underserve the students, but don't get me started with that. Don't get me started.
I'm just the interviewer. All right. So now, and I'm glad you answered it in that manner. At what point did you realize this was more than just a hobby for you?
Technically, for me, I always thought about this as something that something that was mine, as far as like a hobby. It wasn't even, I didn't look at it like anything more than just the thing that I did, the thing that I loved doing. It wasn't nothing like, oh man, I gotta get on stage. Oh man, I gotta make sure my career, like, no, it wasn't none of that. What it did was, it was just like my own little personal thing, because life is wild, right? You know how life be life, and you know how people say life.
I was about to say that, life be life.
So whenever life gets to life, and I always had that one thing that I could do where I could just really clear my mind and just, you know what I'm saying, like just chill. And that was the instrument. But when it became more than a hobby was when I realized that over the years, I ain't have a weekend to myself, because everybody was trying to get me to play here and there and weddings. And I knew what time it was when I was like playing at weddings and there's people crying, and somebody hit me up for a funeral, and I was playing at funerals and weddings, and I'm okay, now it's real. So now I gotta make this a career now. So because it's like, okay, people love me, people want to see me, people paying. So to answer your exact question, I would say my guitar career, I would just say like 2016 was when I decided to take this seriously, and then just take it from me just being an amateur to like, let me really study and just find out exactly what the greats do. And then I was able to get in contact with Aretha Franklin's old guitar player. His name is Wilbert Crosby. And rest in peace to Aretha Franklin. So he had got off tour with Aretha. I caught up with him. I met him at the Golden Dome out west, if y'all familiar with the West Side, over there in Sacramento. So I finally was able to catch up with him. He was like, all right, man, just teach me what you know. So I gave him I think I had like $100 in my pocket. So I gave him $100, and he was like, all right, we're gonna sit down and just play what you know, and then I'm gonna meet you where you at. So it went from just me playing what I knew, because I ain't gonna lie, the band I was in, they was trying to get rid of me, and they ended up getting rid of me, or whatever the case was. So I was actually just trying to talk to him about that. Like, man, oh man, so my band players, they not feeling me no more, and they trying to get rid of me, and they end up going on tour without me. Like, that hurt. Like, that really hurt. So what happened was he actually was able to just sit me down. He showed me how to do Michael Jackson. He actually showed me, like, and I still got some of his notes to this day, and that was back in 2016, 10 years ago.
I think.
And then he also gave me a it's called a crybaby. Basically, a crybaby is a pedal that you step on and it just changes. Matter of fact, the thing that I had with me. So basically, the thing that I had, what I kept stepping on it that night. So I got that from Mr. Crosby. Aretha Franklin's guitar player gave me that. So I'm always gonna keep that. That's like a sentimental thing to me.
And that's what it's called, a crybaby.
It's called a crybaby. It's called a Y pedal, aka a crybaby.
That's crazy. The first time I ever saw it, the pedal thing was because I'm a Prince fan, and Purple Rain, when he was mad, that's when I first noticed it. He was mad about something, and he just got the like stomping on it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's when I first knew he was using the pedal and all that. But what you're telling me right now, and this is education for you guys. And if you want more education, please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel with the official CHI-RADIO.LIVE. Please do that. And make sure y'all getting it in crazy on Facebook Live or whatever. But yeah, this is mad education for y'all. All right, so now look, what inspired you to create JP Legacy Academy?
Because I didn't know whether I wanted to teach guitar lessons and then make that a business along with playing guitar and music production, or that I want to just have some type of, because I was doing sound therapy. I get booked to play as a third-party musician for a sound company, a massage spa, a mobile spa company by the name of Fantastic Massage, Free Fantastic Massage. So what took place was I was getting booked there, different schools. So I was able to, so I could say I played it over 30 different schools on Chicago South Side and West Side. I'm saying 30, it's probably way more than 30. But long story short, I was doing meditation music and healing music, and I create that as well. So I was going to all these different schools. Not only was I going through all these different schools, but I'm teaching. So people come to me for lessons, showing me what you know, and this and that.
So it's like through this is not a part of my my questions that I have prepared for you, but I would like to know, like, I heard that Aretha Franklin's guitars, gave you ism, gave him a buck and was like, nah, I ain't trying to hear it here. Let's go. And now you have the legacy. Do you feel like, or have you already been part of someone that reached out to you like you reached out to him?
So basically what you're asking me is, have I done that to someone else? Have I talked to someone else, or just you sat down?
Well, no, I know you're teaching, but right. I'm talking about like that one. Yeah, Aretha Franklin, come on, the guitarist, and obviously he knew some things because what you told me was like, yo, I'm gonna meet you where you at. So he had skills or whatever. So it's like, do you feel like one day, right, you gonna be able to reciprocate and get that love to somebody else, or have you already done that?
I can't say that I've done it to the capacity that I would like to, but I've made little small impacts. Like, for example, I'm a part of an organization called Guitars Over Guns. And basically what Guitars Over Guns is, it's like an after school program. So at first I was with After School Matters, which was Guitars Over Guns was partnered with After School Matters. So I was working with the Chicago Public Schools before the government thing happened. So basically I worked at Wendell Phillips High School and I taught sophomores. I was teaching sophomores at first, and then I ended up going to the Hunnits over there on 115th and Prairie. CICS Prairie, shout out to the school over there.
Okay.
Both of those schools.
Wow.
Yeah, both of those schools, they actually they helped me as far as like dealing with tough crowds, because especially like if you in the hood and you dealing with kids, they'll say whatever's on their mind. You feel me? Like I've like them, like those kids like that. If you talk about a tough crowd, your toughest crowd is gonna be a group of sophomores. I never want to teach sophomores ever again. I feel like I
said ever again.
You damn right. I never want to teach sophomores ever again, because for one, they too old to be kids, but they too young to be adults. So they in the middle of this like in between stage. So it's like they like retarded adults. Wait, I just said the R word. They like off the chain, because and then they'll say whatever they want to. Like I remember one of the kids told the teacher, like the teacher told a joke, and one of the kids like, no, that shit lame as hell. Like, and they'll just go in on you. You feel me? So yeah. But long story short, I feel like I got blessed in by teaching sophomores, because them sophomores are a tough crowd. And then ever since I taught sophomores at Wendell Phillips High School, I feel like I could be in front of any crowd. Don't no stage intimidate me. Because
worse than the Apollo.
Okay. Because you got to be on point, and then it's like a different type of. And then them kids, they can sense, like they'll run over you if you scary. If you scary, they'll sense that.
Smell it.
Yeah.
Wow.
I remember one day I had I guess the kids overwhelmed me one day. I threw my guitar on the teacher chair, just walked out the classroom and slammed the door. Like, what I got myself into. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, long story short, to answer your main question, I do kind of want to pour back into, but some of them kids, like, you know, in them neighborhoods over there, some of them, I did get some of them kids off the street. So I have in some capacity, like, played a role in just, okay, so now all the parents, they at work trying to make ends meet. So where's your kids after school? They with somebody like me that's making sure that they learn an instrument instead of just being out there and they getting recruited into some type of organization.
Hey, well, I'm glad to hear this story, because I grew up in the Hunnits. I actually graduated grammar school from Georgia and Pullman, which is not.
You went to Pullman?
Yeah, which is not too far from, you know what I mean. And we're gonna talk off camera, because we're gonna talk to Rev Kev, who I graduated there from, and he graduated also from Morehouse. We're gonna talk. We're gonna get you another school. It's nothing. All right. So look, I have sections of my interview, and I kind of started this with my interview with Cypher Sick. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. I actually did that with him, and then now it's the breakdown of the actual interview. So look, entrepreneur plus vision, and that's what I came up with. You're not just an artist; you built the whole platform. What was the vision behind JP Legacy Academy?
The vision was to make sure that everybody who came in contact with me, I was able to touch them, whether it be if they like a song or if they like some type of thing that I've done, or if they had something that they could walk away from where they learned from me. I just want to have a positive influence on everybody that came around. That way I could just give, I can give today's music a good name, especially Chicago music, because Chicago music has been synonymous with a whole bunch of negative stereo. And I don't want that, you know, so I want to make sure that, you know, especially on the South Side, you know, once people hear South Side of Chicago, it's like people think they automatically associate that with something. And I'm not trying to do
stigma
that.
somewhere. Is a stigma right there?
Yeah. So for the most part, though,
hating violence.
Yeah, ain't no.
Okay.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I listen to a lot of that gangster stuff, but at the end of the day, you got to make sure it's a balance between those two things. Where it's like you got the stuff that's, you got violence, and you got peace, and you got, you know what I'm saying. So like,
you know, one of my eras is the '90s or whatever, right? And I could tell you, like, it's some backpackers that got violence from the South Side that got violence.
You talking about Common?
And okay, you can start with him.
He from right here on 87. Ain't he?
Exactly.
Yeah.
One of the foes.
Yeah, he one of the foes.
Yeah. All right, so look, you know what I'm saying? He mad positive, but listen to the music. It's all in there. I'm glad you said that. So why was it important for you to not just perform, but also teach and give back? What does legacy mean to you personally?
Okay, so with legacy, I'm gonna answer the question backwards first. That way I can just answer the beginning. So legacy to me means something that you leave behind, something that's bigger than yourself. It's not about me at the end of the day. Like, I used to want to be famous, but at the end of the day, I actually got a chance to see what fame does to people, and it don't bring peace. I would much rather have a peaceful environment where I'm just making a raw beat or writing a song or just doing or playing my guitar, being unbothered, as opposed to being some type of celebrity, and then you got to live up to somebody else's expectations. And I feel like that in and of itself is slavery. So I personally believe that I do want to open up a whole bunch of doors to people that's over 40 years old, because a lot of the times people automatically associate, once you get past a certain age in music, especially in hip hop, that means you done, you washed up. It's no, you supposed to be just beginning. Like there's certain cultures, like in old cultures back in old times, I heard it was an honor to be an elder. It was an honor to be older than everybody else, because that just let people know that you had wisdom and you had substance, you had something to pass down. So I want to be able to bring that back. So I want to be able to be glad when I get old. That way, when people look at me when I'm 50, 60, 70 years old, like, oh man, I can't wait to get old, because if this is what it's like being old, then I want to be able to.
Then I'm there.
But now it's like, no, people associate being old with, oh man, you ain't relevant no more.
Terrible.
So I do want to have a project. I want to have a rap project, and it's gonna have, and it's gonna be with rappers that's over 40, and it's gonna be called Grown Folks Business, and it's gonna have subject matter that is relatable and not corny, and it's gonna make people that's over 40 more hopeful again, because right now, like what these kids doing, like it's a lot of the young people making music, but is it impactful? No. So to answer your question, that's what I feel like legacy is, making an impact in a way where it's gonna last. So I want to do something that's gonna move the needle.
Push the needle forward.
That's it.
I'm loving that. My mom, she says that to me like a whole lot.
Move the needle.
Yeah, her exact words is push the needle forward. You know what I'm saying? She's one of the reasons I ever started doing music.
But you get where I'm coming from when I say, as far as like being an elder, like you have to, like a lot of people, they don't respect their elders. I mean, it sounds good on paper. Do you know you're supposed to pay homage when you get on stage? You're supposed to pay homage when you get on stage, especially in the hip. Like, yeah, you got to like respect the people that came before you. But right now, it's just so crazy, because it's like there's very few and far in between of people that, and I'm so thankful for the people that do
it the right way.
Yeah,
I got to get out of Matrix. I'm not even going to play with you. You out there, you people out there in the metaverse and on YouTube. I have to give that a Matrix, and please, take the correct pill when you listen to this interview. That's all I got to tell you. You know what I'm saying? I think it's totally amazing. You know what I mean? Now, also, this is a hip hop show. I always say that this is a hip hop show, and we got to get off into some hip hop. But before we do, I want to show something from the Chicago Hip Hop Heritage Museum. And if you're an artist, you might want to go on the website and let the community know who you is. So when it goes down, you being representing a grand scheme of things. Let's go.
Right now, the Chicago Hip Hop Heritage Museum is building a living archive through the Chicago Hip Hop History Project. in partnership with the University of Illinois Chicago. This project exists for one reason, so no voice is left out. We're using this platform to make sure the full story of Chicago hip-hop is told by the people who lived it, across neighborhoods, generations, and every element of the culture. This isn't about fame. This isn't about headlines. This is about inclusion. Whether your impact was on the mic, behind the scenes, in the classroom, on the walls, at community meetings, or in the crowd, your role matters and your story belongs in this history. By sharing your journey through our Biography and History survey, you're helping build a record that reflects the real Chicago hip-hop, diverse, community-rooted, and shaped by everyone who helped move the culture forward. This archive is being created for students, researchers, families, and future generations, so they can see themselves in the history too. No voice left out, no story forgotten. Chicago Hip-Hop Heritage Museum, built through the Chicago Hip-Hop History Project in partnership with UIC.
Yo, we back. And again, I promise you, shout out to Kingdom Rock from Chirac Nation. I'm an outstanding member of TSP. That's why I wear Adidas. So, you can also catch us in the museum as well. But send your love. And if you're an artist, you heard the prompt. You know what it is. Go ahead and go on over there and go ahead and represent. Represent for your section, your part, what you gave to Chicago hip hop. I think it's amazing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm for sure a hip hop guy. I'm not gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. So look, I'm gonna get into a video. I'm gonna get off into a video from thank you, sir. I'm gonna get off into a video from Cypher Sick. And thank you for that as well, because that might be the problem with hearing all that feedback. Thank you. So let's get off into this. It's a video from Cypher Sick. And after this video, you're gonna love the surprise. Let's go. It's called Radio Bounce.
43rd. What? Let's get it. Bounce. Girl, bust that ass while I kill this radio. Bounce. Beat that pussy while I'm beating through your stereo. We do it raw, take you down with my jewelry on. Do you from the bag, show you what I'm really on. Girl, bust that ass while I kill this radio. Beat that pussy while I'm beating through your stereo. We do it raw, take you down with my jewelry on. Do you from the bag, show you what I'm really on. She drop it to the floor, I stack this money to the ceiling. I need the baddest bitch in the city to match the feeling. Came from the bottom, now I'm on the top tier list. This shit like the Holy Spirit move when you feel it. Ass so fat, need a lap dance. Shorty heard that I'm the plug and wanna tap in. Baby, I ain't come to talk, I'm about that action. I love the way you throw it back and it's clapping. We split these pills up, break them into fractions. Got me up all night, chiropractic. That mean I break your back in, yeah, it's cracking. Every time I pull out, she pull me right back in. Girl, bust that ass while I kill this radio. Beat that pussy while I'm beating through your stereo. We do it raw, take you down with my jewelry on. Do you from the bag, show you what I'm really on. Girl, bust that ass while I kill this radio. Beat that pussy while I'm beating through your stereo. We do it raw, take you down with my jewelry on. Do you from the bag, show you what I'm really on. Bounce. Bounce. Bounce.
APJ.
Inhale the weed smoke, let's get high. Close your eyes and open your mind. Your bitch love it, yeah, she feeling the vibe. These are the life and times of the realest alive. How it feel to be the realest? How it feel to be the realest nigga living? How it feel, how it feel, how it feel to be the realest? How it feel, how it feel, how it feel to be the realest alive? I find it hard to believe myself, one of the realest niggas living. Indeed I am. Gotta get straight to it soon as I clock in. I make it look easy, but this hard work still. Big love to the mayor, salute Shondell. 11 weeks on Raw Radio, then shit got real. I built a legendary resume. Rap with major legends on every stage. Weed and therapy help me see clearer. Orchestrating all these sessions like I'm E. Jilla. Set the table for the fam so we can eat dinner. This moment to die for, but I'ma relive it. Second chances barely come around, so fuck all my old friends that's talking down. Underground king with an awesome sound. Tell the major labels, make an offer now. Inhale the weed smoke, let's get high. Close your eyes and open your mind. Your bitch love it, yeah, she feeling the vibe. These are the life and times of the realest alive. How it feel to be the realest? How it feel to be the realest nigga living? How it feel, how it feel, how it feel to be the realest? How it feel, how it feel, how it feel to be the realest alive?
I'm the realest alive, fuck your pride. I ain't got time for the haters, I'm somewhere touching thighs. I'm different from them other guys. My whole life is in the frame. I was named after my grandma on my mother's side. Victoria. I survived what was compromised daily. Blaze weed all while I was walking down 8th Street. Race me how when I'm approaching my third lap. Birds yap, gossip about the God with the earth raps. Rotation, looking at the globe from the crib. The world is in the palm of my hand, I watch it spin. Got green in my pocket, the sneakers same color as my blue wallet. Eager for the fix like a new doctor. A few choppers for protection and dumb guys. It's real shit in my archives and thumb drives. Bum guys, never as fresh as I did it with lesser tries. Since I'm alive, I'ma be the realest I.
Inhale the weed smoke, let's get high. Close your eyes and open your mind. Your bitch love it, yeah, she feeling the vibe. These are the life and times of the realest alive. How it feel to be the realest? How it feel to be the realest nigga living? How it feel, how it feel, how it feel to be the realest? How it feel, how it feel, how it feel to be the realest alive? How it feel to be the realest alive?
Don't let the internet pressure you. Things ain't always what they seem. Compare your online, offline. Sometimes I work on beats and I just don't really be feeling it. I practice my guitar a lot and I ain't always killing it. Music used to be the place where I release my pain, but I made a bunch of beats that I ain't like just to get paid. Compare myself to people who already made it in this game. Made myself depressed cause artists been made it by my age. As far as social media, I have my tired days. I just wanna be alone, don't feel like clicking like today. How would you like it if you expressed your blues? Then people disregard it just to go and count the views. Like, yeah, he was dope, but only 30 people seen it. Is this what I'm reduced to? It's my pain, I really made it. You know what? I think I'ma cancel myself. I was way more focused. Facebook does not help. As far as I'm concerned, IG means instant gratification. I'm taking back my attention to regain my patience. I had to sign out so I could focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. There's a war for attention, you got to focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. There's a war for attention, you got to focus. Social media can either promote you or expose you. Made some dumb mistakes by telling strangers what I'm going through. I overshare my opinions and my intimate thoughts, and people will take it and make it a status or downright put it in their bars. I take a 5-minute stroll, finish 2 hours later. This gotta be the best drug technology ever gave us. People that you wasn't thinking about turn into haters. I watched insecure girlfriends become investigators. I know offline loafers, but they online posers. Jesus, take the wheel before I run somebody over. There's nothing you can tell me, it's getting pretty scary. I'm at the gym the other day, this chick did like 3 sets of selfies. I had to sign out so I could focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. There's a war for attention, you got to focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. There's a war for attention, you got to focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. There's a war for attention, you got to focus. Yeah, I had to sign out. Think about what your life was like before social media. Before you started comparing yourself to everybody else. Don't fall for it. For attention, you got to focus. Don't compare your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel, because you don't always see what's going on offline.
Hey yo, it's your boy Cypher. Sick, man. I'm invading the Kingpen radio show. What's up, man? Hey, salute to Kingpen, man. Salute to who I consider to be a Chicago legend. I think a lot of people agree with me, man. Salute to Jesse Parks in the building, man. Jesse, what's up, man?
Hey, nothing much, man. I appreciate it. Y'all call me a legend, man. Little old me. Man.
Hey, that's just getting started. You carry it humble, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think some people are legends in the making. Like, but even when you on your incline, and like you said, you still working, you still building, you still growing. There's just people who gonna see that in you. So I'm one of the people who happen to know a lot of people. A lot of my friends in music respect you so highly, bro. I respect you myself as well, but I knew about you before I ever had the pleasure of meeting you. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, your name. That's what I'm saying. Like your name can ring bells, and you think you don't have the impact that you have. But I want you to know, it's people who was telling me great things about you before I ever got a chance to meet you in person. Ever since I met you in person, I seen you working. I seen you putting into the community. I seen you just really, honing the craft and pouring into the craft, into the culture. So
appreciate
me
it.
being one of them people that's of the culture. I appreciate you, brother. So salute to you, man.
Hey, that's love, bro. I appreciate that, man. I'm gonna keep going. Like I say, I'm just not getting started, man. I got so many things I want to do. So I definitely want to do. I want to be able to do more than I say. That's it.
Oh, facts, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Say less and do more. That's the motto. Let's get into it though, because this was a really dope interview. I was sitting on the sidelines watching my brother Kingpen and the Priest really just get into a lot of your history and your mindset and just your whole process. So the next thing we want to talk about is your creative process, because being a creative for me means a lot, because music is a universal language, I feel like.
Correct.
You can reach a lot of people who don't even have the same language between speaking language, but they can understand the music somehow, frequency, vibration, all of that. So based on your creative process, you produce your own music. I'm aware of that. Like, you've been a producer for some time. What's your process like from an idea when you first get that first spark of inspiration to when you finalize a track? Like, what take me through from start to finish, where you at mentally with that?
So from start to finish, and then one thing I'm gonna tell you too, the less gear, the better. Because a lot of people they get caught up in the technicalities, and then they forget that the song and the idea itself come from your spirit. So you don't want that to get lost in translation with a whole bunch of, like, equipment and stuff like that. So from the time that I have my idea to the time that I created, I actually make sure I sit in silence. That way I could download the whole thing into my mind. That way, once I do it, I'm lighting candles. I'm able to just give thanks and just make sure that when I do create, I could really make sure that it's coming from me for real, as opposed to me just winging it. And then that's kind of when I turn up and just get into my creative space. But sometimes I stretch. Sometimes I spend time in silence. Most of the time I'm spending in silence. Like, that's one thing I do. I start basically, if sound was paint, then silence would be the blank canvas that I start with before I paint with the colors. That way, when I do start with silence, the colors could be deep enough. You get what I'm saying? So when I do that, that's when I'm able to just take what I have and then just and then even when I do create, it's so hard for me to like let people hear my stuff, because it's almost like when you have a newborn child. If any of you all are parents, you kind of want to spend time with that creation first before you just give it to the world. So that's kind of what I do too. And that's kind of what helps. And it feels like I'm in a better creative space when the less people hear me and the less people around, the better. Like, I do want to have times where I want to go on like beat vacations, where I'm just like going out to a different city and just booking a room and just having my headphones, laptop, keyboard, and just creating. That way I could just be in a different environment, especially like somewhere I'm drawn to the mountains. So I do want to go to the mountains and meditate. I do want to go to like different regions in the country and meditate. That way I could just really run, jog, just connect with the earth and just be able to just cultivate those type of things. Hopefully that didn't go too past the question, but that's kind of a little bit, that's just me touching on it. So yeah, as far as the creative process goes, I definitely want to make sure that one, y'all understand that the less human contact, the better, because for some reason I create better in silence and solitude. And that's just how I do it. And then that's kind of where I do it.
I love that answer. That you didn't go, you went well far enough. Like I don't think you went way beyond it all, because I think I agree with you. I think having that silence and having that personal space to create in without interferences, that can be good for you. That's how you start to really lock in and tap into the frequency I think you want to a lot of times.
Even when artists come into the studio, I kind of encourage them, you know, don't be bringing on loud thoughts and don't be bringing like too many things that distract you, because the better. I personally feel like it need to be the artist, then the engineer, and then whoever they have with them that is going to enhance their creative process and not take away from it. Because sometimes a lot of people, they forget that this is a recording session and not a party.
It's not a kicking session. We're not kicking in the studio. We're here to work.
There's a million people on their way to the studio right now, and you have to make sure that you keep that in mind, because there's a million songs being uploaded each day on these platforms. So you have to be mindful of what makes you stand apart, because if not, you're just going to be, and it is going to reflect, you know. So to answer your question as far as the creative process, your creative process is going to reflect in the music. And that's kind of why Prince didn't put out a lot of his music too, because he was like, I don't feel the energy. You know how he used to talk. So a lot of the times it really does be like that. So I take the creative process extremely seriously.
No, I love it. I love that answer. That was I hope y'all know I'm gonna hit the Matrix button. I'm gonna steal your thing real quick, Kingpen. I'm hitting the Matrix button on that, because that was just nuts. That was just nuts what he just said. I couldn't agree with you more, brother. That's artists, creatives, please take note. This is very good advice. Sometimes you have to quiet the noise. That's what I was hearing from a lot of what Jesse was just saying. You have to quiet the noise, the external noise. So that's what we're gonna do. Oh yeah.
All right.
So let's get into this next thing, because I know Kingpen want to touch on this real quick. Do you start with your guitar first, or just a feeling and emotion before you start creating? I want to get to that question.
I start with the emotion first, because a lot of the times it doesn't require the guitar. But it's just so funny, because a lot of people have associated me with the guitar, even though I was a producer first. I just simply use the guitar to take my production to the next level, because I had to have some type of live instrumentation. It started off with me wanting to play keys, but I still want to play keys, but it requires a lot of dexterity and hand-eye coordination with the left hand. And then by the time I picked up the guitar, it was that allowed for me to like really work on my left hand a little bit more. So a lot of the tracks, they don't really require for me. But sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But it all depends on the emotion in and of itself. To answer your question.
No, that's dope. I think I agree with that. And even with me, just as a rapper, as a songwriter, it also depends on the emotion. I tell people that all the time. That's going to determine what my aura is on this record. That's going to,
I can make a song for you with just a bass line. It could be nothing but a bass line. But if you feel something in your mind and your soul, then that bass line could be the best award-winning bass line, or however you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? So it depends. I never always trust the process. The creative process
trust the process.
Yeah.
So moving into what Kingpen was mentioning off camera, you talked about dexterity earlier, and that was very interesting to me. So what does working out or your physical fitness, how does that contribute to your skill set as far as a musician as well?
So if I do pull-ups, it helps with my grip. So basically, if I'm doing pull-ups, it also helps because for one, with the guitar, it requires you to use all 5 of your fingers. And then with human beings, they only use the index finger and the thumb. And that's for what they writing and eating burgers and sandwiches, stuff like that, and just regular stuff, blunts. Basically, your main fingers are your index finger and your thumb. All your other fingers, they are secondary, unless you're trying to make a fist or whatever the case is. Other than that, it's so when I teach my students the how to use each finger individually, it's not as easy as you think it is. For example, I can get you to lift your index finger and your ring finger while keeping your other fingers down and you'll have to think really hard for you to do that. You know what I'm saying? But you don't think about it because that's not something you do every day.
Sure.
But then once I teach people that now there's neurons being fired off in directions that have not been used before. So now you're forming neural pathways, and that's kind of why I say that would help contribute to your hand-eye coordination and your dexterity. But doing pull-ups, that's just one thing. You can actually do push-ups on your fingertips, and just working out overall, because for me, I jog like 4 miles, 5 miles, and then that helps with the brain because you get oxygen to your brain. And then just jogging, or if I'm jogging for like 45 minutes to an hour, you're doing one thing for an extended period of time, and that helps with concentration, and that also helps with the attention span, and that also helps with like a lot of like it all comes together. I swear to God, like everything comes together when you exercising, and that's like it's so slept on. Like I personally feel like working out, that's like the cure for depression, if you ask me, along with sunlight.
Definitely sunlight,
I mean?
vitamin D we can only get from the sun. That's absolutely a cure for that. But I agree with you. Physical fitness is something we all should take seriously, especially when you're a live performer.
Yeah, because
it's going to help you with your live performance.
So, your breath control and everything.
Breath control, like you said, focus, dexterity, everything. So based on that, how does, and you kind of answered some of this already, but how does live performance influence the way you create? Like just circling back with everything we just talked about.
So being in a live performance, it makes you really want to concentrate with just being in the present moment, because if you have a lot of eyes on you, for example, when I was performing with I'm gonna use Shauna for example. So I opened up. So Shauna, she had me on. Yeah, salute to Shauna. She had me on stage with her when we opened up for Rakim and Project Pat and Twister and Crucial Conflict that night. And
all
it was
legends.
we was at UIC, and at first I was nervous, but then I had to like really calm that down, because for one, I practice every day, and for me to understand that I practice every day, this would be just another practice. So by the time I got on stage and was able to calm myself down and relieve myself of the anxiety, it was just me having what I did on a practice on a major level. And then for me to just be able to have that confidence when I had the live performance, I was able to take that live performance and then bring that back home to my intimate practice as if it was just another day.
For sure. And you was just with legends. It was just another day.
That's it. And you have to ground yourself, because if you don't practice every day, if you don't humble yourself, then you are going to you're gonna feel all of that, because that's a lot of pressure. That's a lot of pressure having eyes on you, and you around a whole bunch of people. You could tell they nervous, and then you got all these people coming up to you, and you know what I'm saying, people like, oh man, I like what you're doing, and woo, like that can go to your head. So I have a saying, and I found the saying somewhere. I'm paraphrasing it, and it says, "Don't let success go to your head, don't let failure go to your heart." So you have to stay grounded at all times, because if not, you can get too depressed if you fail, or you can get too big-headed if you succeed. So you have to be right in the middle.
Man, I'm hitting the Matrix again on that. That's crazy. That's nuts. Hey, man, salute to Jesse Parks dropping gems in here, man. Just, I don't know what pill y'all taking, but y'all better be listening. That's all I'm saying. Whichever pill you take, which pill y'all taking, but just listen to what this brother is saying. So the next segment we want to get into is sound therapy and healing, which I really appreciate this segment right here. Okay. This is going to be powerful. I already know.
Yeah.
You also create meditation and sound therapy music.
Yes.
That's a whole different lane that I particularly never heard of any artist actually being in. So what led to you even going into that space?
That was actually something that I did before I even decided to let other people hear my music, because for me, I was making music for me. It wasn't even like I was doing this for other people. You know how some people play 2K and just do stuff that they really enjoy? Yeah. I was doing this for myself. And then the beats that I just so happened to be making was beats that calm me down. And then there was one particular beat that I made. It was 45 minutes long, and I really designed it to like alleviate blood pressure, and then not alleviate, like relieve, like lower your blood pressure, slow down your heart rate, help you go to sleep. And then that has some of the most hits that I've had on my YouTube channel, because there's people from all over the world that tune into meditation music and just listen and try to ease their mind and things like that. So with when it comes to frequencies, a lot of people think, oh, you wake up one day and just decide you want to just do this and have frequencies and stuff like that. No, it don't work like that, homie. As a matter of fact, I remember one day I was making I played the wrong frequency, and all of my neighbors' fish died. You know what I'm saying? Like all the fish in his aquarium died. Like, so if you understand and you have knowledge of these frequencies, that ain't nothing you play with. You get what I'm saying? So you definitely want to make sure that when you create, especially with all these producers, like we responsible for the music that come out the city. You know what I'm saying? Because that speaks to the soul more than the actual words. Just like you said, music is universal language. So even if it's not English, the whole world gonna understand it anyway. Yeah. So much less frequencies. So if I'm throwing all these different frequencies and all these unseen symbols at you through sound, I'm responsible for healing. So for me, I decided to take it upon myself to like really make sure that if I'm gonna use this, I'm gonna use my power for good. Because God gave me this gift, and if God is gonna bless me, I want to make sure I bless other people because I'm a vessel. So with that being said, I actually want to make sure that all of my, like a lot of my meditation music, it is designed to uplift you. As a matter of fact, if anybody is listening right now in the comments, y'all could just let me know. I'll personally send you some of my meditation music. That's how serious I am when it comes to this.
Salute to spreading positivity, man. So I think you already answered my next question. So you feel like music has the ability to heal people mentally and emotionally?
Oh yeah, I was just telling somebody on my last interview, like drums can actually heal people. As a matter of fact, when during slavery times, they actually banned drums. They banned African drums because there was too many slaves running away. A lot of people don't know that. And even right now, you can still heal people with drums because the rhythm and the frequencies does something to your body because that's connected to the ancestors and stuff like that. So yeah, you actually can heal people and you can actually uplift people, just like you can actually put people down with the wrong type of music. Like there's certain music that you could cry to. There's certain music that you could listen to and it uplift you. Like a lot of people don't understand with gospel music too. Like with gospel music, you know, you gonna feel a certain type of way when you hear like certain notes being hit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
And then with certain music too, it makes you want to like rebel. Like if back in the old days, you know what I'm saying, you had people that had war drums. Like what you think war drums was doing? It made you, it amped you up. Yeah. And then even like if you ever been to a Bulls game or something like that, you know what I'm saying, that defense, doom, defense. Like it make you want to just turn up and just like the whole arena is like that. That way, if everybody yelling at you to stick defense, yeah, you gonna want to stick D a little bit more harder. Yeah, no, so yeah, sure. That's kind of what it is.
That's a cultural thing too, because they do it at pro wrestling shows too. It's the different chance to get the show going and get the wrestlers more, you know what I'm saying, energized for the next parts of the show. So that's universal in everything that we do that has to do with people. Music affects us emotionally, and we even in the streets, even when some of these shorties out here doing what they doing, what you think they listening to? They listening to gangster music. That's how they get themselves in the mindset to go do what they gonna do.
And that's another thing too. Don't get it wrong. I love gangster music, but it's a time and a place. Drill, like I go to the gym. Like man, I go to the gym and listen to King Louis. But am I gonna listen to King Louis, or am I gonna listen to Ty Money on the way to sleep? No, I'm gonna probably listen to something that's gonna ease my mind. So music, just like anything else, is a tool. You got to know when to use it, how to use it. Just like with R&B, like I work at the bakery, right? So at the bakery, I be playing my 90s R&B, and guess what happened when people come in? I'm playing John B. I'm playing all these different songs for the 90s, and next thing you know, people buying more stuff, and they don't know why, because I took them back to a time where Donnell Jones and say what, and then next thing you know, I'm jamming and vibing with them, and they have no idea because music. I feel like the closest thing we have to time travel is music.
Facts. I agree with that. Music is a time capsule always. So based on all of that, have you seen real life impact from your sound therapy work? Because I know you got a lot of people that are streaming it. Do you think you getting like testimonials or people that you know personally that's actually had impact?
I have real life testimonials. As a matter of fact, I was playing, and then there was a few people that can attest to this. I had a show out west. On Madison, and it was some people that was about to fight, like they was about to get into it. And then I was playing my guitar, and I had Alizé, the singer Alizé, on stage with me. And them people stopped what they was doing so they could come over there and see us. I don't know if that was the direct reason of why they stopped fighting, but I feel like I played some type of role, and that's just one example. I've had other examples of. Like I've watched people fall asleep in front of me with my meditation music. You know what I'm saying? Like I've had people literally fall asleep directly in front of me. So I know that my music works because of the insomnia and the physiological results of it. And like I said, if there's anybody listening right now, I will personally send you this music right now so I could show you better than I could tell you.
Hey, y'all gotta get with Jesse, man. He gonna give you some good energy, some good musical frequencies. It's gonna have your mind at ease. Y'all be too aggressive, man. Y'all too angry. You know what I'm saying? You gotta relax. And this is from a guy who had to relax. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be good for your soul, man.
It's a time and a place to be aggressive.
Yeah, it's not when you around good people and good vibes. And
Yeah.
just be cool and
Save
around
the,
women.
Save the gangster music. Save the gangster for when you really need it.
Yeah, when it count, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Speaking of, like, I think a lot of artists could learn. I think a lot of artists are going to learn from this interview, but then there's so many more people that you can reach as well. So I want to ask you this. You help other artists record vocals because you're also you're a producer, and I would say you're also an engineer, basically.
Yes.
What's the biggest mistake you see like new artists who fresh in the studio do? Like, what's the first thing
they second guess themselves? So a lot of the times when I have I gain stage that way, when I give them the studio time, I actually give them some time that way they could feel comfortable before I even hit the record button. But a lot of the times when the artist is new, they second guess themselves to the point where they sing low or they rap low. So what happens is I turn their mic up and then they get lower because they don't want to hear themselves. And as a result of that, I keep turning their mic up and they keep getting lower and lower. And then by the time I turn my mic all the way up and they keep getting lower and lower, there's nothing but like static in the background because I'm getting all this noise floor. And that's kind of when I have to call them out like, hey man, relax, man, drink you some water or something, just chill. So, but there's a lot of artists that come in and they just know what to do. Some artists, they got to take their shoes off. Some of them, they got to drink. Some of them, they got to smoke something. Some of them, they got to cry. Some of them, like a lot of them, they take that. You'd be surprised how many artists come in and they take their shoes off. So I kind of made it a rule now. So like whenever you step into the booth now, I put memory foam. That way the sound could bounce off the floors a little bit better. And so now you got to take your shoes off when you come in the booth. And people love that because I keep my place clean. It's candles, it's aromatherapy, and you can just breathe in eucalyptus. That way it opens up your airwaves and you'll be able to just be a little bit more relaxed. So I do play a role in just allowing for the artists themselves to relax because I've had artists tell me that they've gotten intimidated by me, like little old me. I'm like, how am I intimidated? Like, you're just so professional. Like, okay, well, that's the environment. I'm glad you think like that because you have to respect me at the end of the day. But at the same time, I still want for you to relax because if you're not relaxed, then I cannot bring out the best in you. So what I tell artists is the more personality you have, the better it is because I have to be able to work with your personality because that's going to bring out your artistry and your individualism.
No, I 100% agree.
Yeah.
This is what working with a real engineer, a real producer sounds like. Not just somebody who presses play on record or just makes a beat for you. When you have this type of direction, this type of what you're facilitating is a vibe and a whole scenery for them. You're giving them a safe space to create in. And that's what I love about it. So this is great. What advice would you give to independent artists trying to develop a sound? Trying not to sound like everybody else, but trying to find something that makes them unique.
Well, I'm going to tell you straight up, you're going to suck at first. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm saying that is because even if you have to start at the bottom, you have to be able to humble yourself. You have to be able to have thick skin. And then just being able to cultivate your sound. You're going to have people around you that they're going to have to keep it real. People are going to have to keep it real because there's too many people that are making music on their way to the studio and we're oversaturated with music right now. Like I can stop and tell anybody right now, here, check out my new song, but no one's going to want to hear it. You know why? Because they're automatically going to associate it with the hundreds and thousands of songs that are being uploaded. So you have to be able to come up with something that makes you unique. And in order for you to do that, you have to have a personality. You have to have something that makes you. You have to have a selling point because if not, you're just another artist that is doing this. And I would completely encourage you to go work at Amazon because they hiring. I'm just messing with you.
Hey, no, somebody else said that recently. It might have been Kingpen. I don't know. Say Amazon hiring. Look, man, we do need y'all. If you're gonna do this, do it for real. Like I'm a firm believer. Don't do anything that you're not willing to put your heart into. So if you want to be an artist, man, take this advice that Jesse Parks is giving you, and definitely understand you got to start from the bottom and build your way up to the top. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do it. Do it from the ground up. Grassroots is the best way to do this hip hop music thing. And that's in my opinion as an artist as well. How important is it for you, for artists today, to be as self-sufficient as you, like in your opinion?
Well, personally, I would encourage it because this is the do-it-yourself age. And I graduated from the University of YouTube.
Yeah.
I started off at Columbia, $15,000 a semester. Well, $15,000 a year. right? But so I only did like, of course, like a few semesters, and then I took it upon myself to be the administrator of my own education. So as far as that goes, I would not encourage you to drop out of school if you're actually going to go to school and get paid once you get out of school. But I would encourage people to educate themselves in the process. That way, when they do decide to do something such as music, such as play guitar, such as do anything along the lines of this, you have to make sure that you are in a space where you are not in survival mode, because survival mode takes away from the creativity, and a lot of us are in survival mode. That way, like if you notice, making money is good, but that is not the complete part of what is involved in this. Of course, yes, money is just an ingredient, but you can't bake a cake without flour.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, yes, you have to be able to make sure that you are self-sufficient enough to make your money. That way you can afford to do this. So if you cannot afford to do this, then do not do it, because it is going to reflect in the creative process. Not only is it going to look tacky if you're being cheap, but a lot of people who have actually invested in their craft are going to sense that as well. So I would encourage anybody who is doing this, if you're going to do it, make sure you invest, make sure you're being as presentable as you possibly can be, because if not, then no, you're going to just be another artist that says they do this and it's going to be generic. So,
I agree. You got to do what you got to do to set yourself apart. It has to be a degree of separation. You have to show you serious, and investing in yourself is going to be a big part of that.
Yeah.
So I'll transition to this real quick, because like I say, you're an amazing live performer. I've had the pleasure of seeing you perform live several times.
Thank you.
And I know you performed at like weddings. I've seen you in clubs and pretty much anywhere where you can get your equipment in and people can hear this music.
I just played for my auntie because she's because she turned 80 years old. Shout out to my aunt Grace.
Hey, salute to your auntie Grace. Yeah, 80 years old, 80 years young. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
What's your favorite type of crowd? Just from all these different venues and spaces that you perform in, what's your favorite type of crowd?
Oh man, so I would paint the perfect picture for you right now. Just imagine being around a fireplace with the acoustic guitar.
Oh man, around a fireplace?
I played, matter of fact, there's a bonfire spot behind the DuSable Museum.
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
You know what? So I'm gonna start having stuff there.
Oh, that's dope, man.
That way I can invite people and they could bring whatever kind of liquor, if they smoke, whatever they do, that because we outside and it's going to be in an intimate setting. And that's the type of people that I love and enjoy being around. You know why? Because we're in nature and there's music and there's nothing else to disturb us. And that's it. So that's kind of what I would paint that perfect picture, and everybody would come out because they love what I do.
That's dope, though. I really like that, and I think being in nature with music.
And I've done that before. I've actually done that a few times. Had bonfires and things like that. So summertime's coming up, so those are the type of things that I wouldn't mind have. You know what I'm saying? And it's free. You could come out there and just chill and do what you want. Do what you do. Bring your chair and just relax. And it's right next to the lake. Like, you know what I'm talking about. It's right over there, right off, like behind the DuSable Museum.
Yeah, it's by the point.
It's by the point.
Right by the point. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. We used to go out there and do some bonfires back in the day. I ain't been there in some years, but I know exactly what spot you're talking about.
They still got it. They still got it.
That's real Chicago. You know, if you know about them bonfire spots he talking about, that's a real Chicago knowledge right there. What's been your most memorable performance so far, you think? Because I know you still going, you just getting started, but up to date, what would you say has been your most memorable performance?
I would say when I performed at UIC, when I was with Shauna, and then I was opening up for Rakim and Project Pat, along with Crucial Conflict and them, and I looked at the crowd and I seen a few people crying and stuff like that, and I just kind of connected. Yeah, so basically that's kind of that was one of them, and then also I had it was a few of them. I performed at Metro before. Are you familiar with Metro?
Yeah.
So I performed at Metro before, opened up for Do or Die. Again, with Shauna, she kind of got me on stage with her because, you know, she wanted me to be the guitar player. So for the most part, though, just being in front of a crowd of over 1,000 people and just getting that rush, it's like an adrenaline rush.
I know what you mean, yeah.
So when I was playing at Metro, I took the guitar and put it behind my back and started playing. And then that's kind of
like, flex a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
you gotta pop in front of a crowd like that.
Yeah, because it was like my amp wasn't working at first, and then it kind of cut into her set a little bit, and then that's kind of when I was like, oh no, I ain't going out like that, so I gotta do something. So I pulled a rabbit out of my hat. You know,
to make an adjustment. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you did that, so that leads into my next question. How do you adjust your energy depending on the audience? And I'll even add to that question and say, how do you adjust your energy when stuff like that happens? Like when things during the set don't go well on top of, you know, the audience. How do you just adjust your energy in the moment?
It's funny you asked that. So if you're gonna mess up, you gotta mess up to the beat.
Okay.
So I would give you an example. So I had I was on Windy City Live, and so I was in a band called Attack the Sound. So there was another guitar player with me, and his guitar went out in the middle of him being live on stage, and he had kicked his amp, and then the amp cut right back onto the beat, and nobody ever suspected. But to answer your question, to mainly answer your question, you have to make sure that you remain calm. If you remain calm during any situation, then you'll be in a good place, especially if you decide to be a performer. If you remain calm during a performance, then the crowd is not gonna sense, because the crowd, they smell blood. They like sharks.
Yeah, for sure.
Like you have I forgot what comedian got booed recently, but if he would have just remained calm, yeah, Poe. So if he would have just reacted a certain way, it's like a boxing match. You get what I'm saying? And like I said, I've been around tough crowds. I taught sophomores at Wendell Phillips High School, so you can't tell me nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I was able to remain calm, but it took for those experiences for me to just get to the point where I am now. I just know all I got to do is just make sure that I one remain calm. Two, just make sure that my posture is on point, because I do have times where I practice in the mirror, and not only am I practicing what I'm playing, but I'm practicing how I'm playing, because rhythm is just as important as the sound itself, because without silence, because you have space in between each note, right?
Yeah.
So without silence, rhythm cannot exist. So in order for you to really hone in on just being calm, you have to make sure that you are really, really grounded. That's why practice is so important. You can't just go up there and wing it, especially if you in front of a large crowd, because I've actually seen I was on Windy City Live a couple of times, and I've seen people get nervous. Like when it finally hits you that you're about to be performing in front of 30,000, 40,000, 50,000 people. Yeah. You can see the people's faces. You can just tell. You can see the anxiety. You can tell. And yeah. I've had a lot of artists that have had the anxiety, and they actually use me as the person to calm them down, which I rarely get nervous. I don't get nervous anymore, because the bigger the show is, the longer I practice and the further back I practice. Like I'm opening up for Rick Ross, right? So Rick Ross is in the summertime. So by me opening up for Rick Ross, I don't even know what I'm playing yet, but I just know that I'm practicing in the mirror for that right now as we speak. That way, by the time I get on that stage, I can remember what March 21st looked like all the way back from the summertime.
No, for sure. Yeah, I seen the flyer for that show, man. I know that gonna be in that show too, man. Salute to my
dog. Opening up for Rick Ross, I think it's August 1st or something like that.
Yeah, this is August 1st, yeah. Hey, y'all gonna burn it down too, man, with the biggest balls, man.
Mm-hmm.
So the next thing I wanted to ask you, this is so crazy. This is some real talk questions here. In today's music industry, do you think talent or marketing matters more?
I personally feel like marketing matters more, because you could be the most talented individual, but if you have poor marketing, it would be just like you're not talented. However, you can have some of the least bare minimum talent, but if you have a great marketing team, by God, you're going to be one of the people that gets wondered about, how did he make it with that little talent? So it doesn't matter with you can have as much substance as you want to, right? But if you do not have the marketing behind you, then again, I repeat, it'll be just like you didn't have talent. And I heard somebody say, I think it was David Banner, somebody said the music industry is 90% business, 10% talent.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? So you have to make sure that the marketing, and I have to practice what I preach too, because for me, there's nothing I love more than playing guitar and making a beat. But if I don't have nobody that is going to help me get it out, what's the point in me being great if don't nobody know it?
No, for sure.
So I have to, and that's one of the things that I have to work on. And this is real talk. You said it's a real talk question. Yeah. So real talk, I have to make sure that one, I find a great marketing team. That way, when I do decide to promote myself and my artist, there is a streamlined process from the time that I create in the studio to the time that they put their music out to the time that they get monetized, and it should be a seamless process. You get what I'm saying?
No, I'm with you 100%.
I am getting, don't get me wrong, I am getting monetized. I do stream, and I collect money from streams every quarter. However, I am just now learning this process because I was not educated enough. But now that I'm starting to educate myself a little bit more, that is going to be a part of why I decided to do JP Legacy Academy, because not only am I giving you the music, I'm giving you the educational process along with the step-by-step process. That way you can know exactly what you're doing as well. That way we're not just making music to make music. There's too many people doing that already.
Yeah, it's like everybody want to make music. You got to make, I think what we're trying to do, or what we're doing, we're creating art. We're creating something that's going to stand the test of time. Well, that's what the goal should be.
Yeah.
What's one of the main things you think people misunderstand about being an independent musician?
One of the main things that people misunderstand is that one, we are human beings. We feel like quitting. We feel like saying F this. Can we cuss on here? If not, we feel like saying F this. There's been plenty of times. All right, so I ain't gonna lie. Like, there's been plenty of times where I wake up and just be like, oh my God, I wish I was good at something else. You know what I'm saying? And then like I have my times where, yeah, I'm doing good, but then I have times, like I have long stretches of time where, you know what I'm saying, my beats ain't selling, you know, guitar lessons slow down. And then of course, yeah, I'm still getting streams, but like the streams, they just starting to add up. So it ain't like I'm buying a whole bunch of different things. They add up. So yeah, the realistic thing is you're not gonna be successful at first. You're gonna have your girlfriends, you're gonna like somebody else, you're gonna have your family members, they're gonna doubt you. You're gonna have times where you're not gonna be in the creative process all the time. That's why I say it's very important that you remember why you're doing this. Don't do this to make the money. Do this because you're a real artist. So you have no other way in society to, as a black man, I'm speaking for myself. As a black man in society, we can't really express our anger without being told to be quiet or getting arrested or doing something. You get what I'm saying? So with that being said, use this as your safe haven. You have to make this your safe haven. If not, then if you make it about the money, then you always going to be miserable because there's never going to be enough money.
Man, you just left Earth. We finna leave the planet real quick. That was crazy. You just left Earth with that one, because I'm serious, man. As a black man, you gotta be careful how you express your frustration out here, man. You're gonna be seen. You
can't even be angry the wrong way.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pick how you be angry, because they go, it's nuts out here, bro.
Yeah.
It's nuts out here. So I'm with you on that one. Okay, speaking on that, what keeps you motivated when things get tough?
So I actually have a few things that keep me motivated. One, I know for a fact that this is kind of why I'm here. I'm here to give people hope. I'm here to make sure that when things do get rough and when things do get left, these are just going to be another thing that's going to be added to the story when I tell someone else, hey, I've been there before. As far as me being motivated, I'm not always motivated. I'm not always inspired, but life, you know how they say life is not a sprint, it's a marathon. So yes, I always remember whenever I don't feel like doing this or whenever I don't have the quote unquote motivation and inspiration, because I ran track back in high school. Everybody be amped up before the race start, but once the race start, yeah, you start off running fast, but then once you hit that first corner, you start getting winded.
Yeah.
So I always ask myself, do I have what it takes even after I run out of breath? And I know it sounds simple, but the proverbial me running out of breath is kind of what keeps me going, because I know what it's like to have to still run a race and I still got a few miles to go and I'm out of breath and I'm ready to stop. And then I know what it's like to finally finish a race and I was able to push myself through that race. So I always make sure that, okay, cool, this is my time. Like once I don't feel like doing this and once things are not, I'm gonna put it to you like this. When things don't go my way and when I'm not really winning, this is my time to really observe who is with me, because everybody with you when you're winning. So I use my losing season as a time for observation and reflection and more grounding.
Ooh, that's deep.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, because it's definitely a lot of people around when you up, but when you get down,
God sends storms in your life to clear the path. A lot of people think storms are destruction. Yes, storms destroy things, but it takes away things that are not rooted down.
Sometimes you gotta flood it. You gotta flood the earth and start over, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Noah's Ark, one of my favorite stories. I get the message.
Yeah.
It. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So let's get into this real quick. Let's get into this quick hit segment. This is fun. I remember doing this. So salute to Kingpen, man. He be in jeans with what he be doing over there.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you two options, and you just give me your first thing come to your mind on the answer on your choice here.
First thing come to my mind. Okay.
All right. Guitar or vocals?
Guitar.
Guitar, okay. Live band or studio session?
Live band.
Live band. Okay. Healing music or turn up music?
Healing.
Okay, and this is the last one here. This is important. Teaching or performing?
Teaching.
Those are all the answers I thought you'd pick.
Yeah.
That's Jesse Parks, y'all, in a nutshell. That's Jesse
so you
Parks.
got it. Here I am.
Oh man, I love it, man. I love the energy. I love the wisdom. I love the introspective, like just viewpoint that you have on life and on music.
Appreciate it. And I had no idea you was gonna be the one interviewing me, so that just makes it even crazier.
Hey, salute to Kingpen, man. Look, you never know where I'm gonna pop up next. I always say, man, where's Sicko gonna pop up next, man? So I heard Jesse Parks was gonna be in the building. I'm in the area. I say, man, I'm gonna come slide through on him, man, and do a special interview with you. Word, word. You know what I'm saying? So I want to ask you this, because you in a super unique lane, Jesse. Like I said earlier, if someone came to you and stressed, lost, mentally drained, how would you use your music to help bring them back to themselves, to help them find themselves?
So for one, the music itself is just it would just be a suggestion, because it's up to the individual to bring themselves back. You get what I'm saying? But I would actually give them some music to work out too, because a lot of the times, you ever heard the saying in physics, an object in motion stays in motion while an object at rest stays at rest?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that applies to us as human beings, as individuals, because being depressed, being depressed is easy to like not do anything when you're down. I personally feel like movements is so important that the music that I would give that person would be something that would have to turn them up. It would have to cause them to move, because that's kind of what happened with me. Like when things don't go my way, I make sure I move. You have to move, because if not, you're going to be, I call it the devil's realm, the devil's layers, because that's when he has the permission to come see you. Because whenever you in a depressed state, whenever you in a lethargic state, whenever you in a down state, that's his home. That's that way he can come see you. So you have to get up out of that. You got to keep moving, because if not, you know what I'm saying, then that's kind of when he gives. It's almost like you have alkaline, so cancer can't exist in an alkaline state. So that would be the same thing. If you're not moving, you would kind of be like in an acidic state. It's kind of like not moving. You're just opening yourself up to be depressed and be even more depressed, because you're doing something that's going to pacify you even more, whether it be drugs, food, alcohol, something that's going to perpetuate that state of non-movement. So in order for me to break that person out of that, I would suggest movement. So I would play like some really fast-paced music. Again, healing through music. You have the African drums. So I have stuff that contains a lot of African drums in it, because that's kind of what was taken from us. So I'm trying to give that back
to the ancestors. I
Correct.
mentioned that earlier.
Yes.
And I agree with you. I think they say an idle mind is the devil's playground. My OG used to always say that.
Yeah.
So I think that's very true. If you stay in motion, if you stay focused on something with a goal, and you stay moving forward towards that goal, that's going to keep you out of a state of depression. It's going to keep you on a more positive frequency, a more positive mindset, and you'll be able to see the reflection in your work and in your art when you do that as well.
You can feel the pain. We're human beings. We're allowed to hurt, and that's one thing. Like I'm still learning that, because I was in therapy. I was in cognitive behavioral therapy. It's about how you respond to how you feel. That's going to determine whether or not. Because I think I heard Kanye say your attitude determines your latitude, right? So basically, if you are depressed, you can be depressed. But instead of you saying, I am depressed, what you could say is, I am feeling depressed at the moment. However, this is going to be a passing feeling, because feelings are like thoughts, they're like clouds and stuff like that.
Yeah, they'll pass by. They'll go by. Yeah. And I agree. Like I was in relational therapy, you know what I'm saying? Because I had like a lot of different traumas just dealing with people that I've had relationships with, whether it was family, romantic relationships, relationships at work. So it was like I had to learn how to work around and with different kinds of people while also dealing with said emotions that we're talking about, that it's nobody's fault I feel that way but me. So I agree with that too. I think that's just something else people have to focus on, is like mental health. And I think if music can help sustain a positive mental health, man, why not? Why not pursue, you know what I'm saying, music the way that we do? Or if you're just a listener and y'all just tuning in and y'all fans of the culture, why not listen to the meditation music and the healing music that Jesse Parks got? So make sure y'all go stream that everywhere. Go, hey, if he got physicals, go buy it, because you know we going back to that too. We, you know, J. Cole selling CDs out the trunk and he got a deal. So I'll let y'all figure it out. But look, Jesse, man, it's been amazing just being able to slide in and be like the guest interviewer here. So again, salute to Kingpen,
man, I appreciate
the
you.
Priest, man. Salute to CHI Radio, man. CHI Radio Live, man. Salute to just everybody in the culture, everybody that's doing what we can do to try to just spread positivity and just keep pushing the needle forward, like my brother said earlier, or you said earlier so eloquently. Pushing that needle forward is so important.
Yeah.
Let everybody know where they can find you at, Jesse.
So I do have my website, jesseparksmusic.com. That way, if you do decide to go to my website, you can actually just book me for guitar lessons, or you can book me for studio sessions, or you can just book me for your weddings, your bar mitzvahs, or whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
But not for the most part, though. And then also, if you are just now tuning into my live stream, you will get a chance to watch this on YouTube, because I will have the link below in this comment section after I get off of this live. That way you can just see it from start to finish in its entirety. Other than that, make sure you tune in with me, jesseparksmusic.com. Also get at me on Instagram and Facebook at Jesse Parks. I'm on Instagram at Jesse Parks 1. Also, I'm on TikTok at Jesse Parks Music 1 as well. So other than that, stay blessed, stay safe out there. Some beautiful weather out there.
And how can they tap in with JP Legacy Academy as well?
So also you can reach out to me if you are interested in lessons, JP Legacy Academy at gmail.com.
You got any final messages for the people chasing their passion out there, listening to us and watching us live on the internet, man?
Yeah, actually, how it start isn't always how you finish. So just because it's a slow start doesn't mean it's going to be a slow finish. And just be very careful about who you start with, because everybody don't deserve to wait for you at the finish line.
Everybody can't go. You know what I'm talking about? Make sure that you always stay aware. God, like he said earlier, will remove certain things. He will send storms into your life to clear out some of those people that's not rooted down and they're not really in the dirt and in the soil with you. You know what I'm talking about? You got to think about it. The grass right here and the trees up here, they started from the same place. They didn't end up in the same place. And on that note, man, I've been your special guest host, man, your boy Cypher Sick. Y'all can follow me everywhere at CYP. HERSICK, man. And we finna go to this Jesse Parks again, because like I said, this is just good music. So we're gonna leave y'all feeling good. Make sure y'all stream everything Jesse Parks, man. This is log off, because some of y'all need to log off the internet. Go outside, touch grass. It's nice outside, man. We out of here.
Let's get it. Yes, sir. Yep.
Don't let the internet pressure you. Things ain't always what they seem. Compare your online, offline. Sometimes I work on beats and I just don't really be feeling it. I practice my guitar a lot and I ain't always killing it. Music used to be the place where I release my pain, but I made a bunch of beats that I ain't like just to get paid. Compare myself to people who already made it in this game. Made myself depressed cause artists been made it by my age. As far as social media, I have my tired days. I just wanna be alone, don't feel like clicking like today. How would you like it if you expressed your blues? Then people disregard it just to go and count the views. Like, yeah, he was dope, but only 30 people seen it. Is this what I'm reduced to? This my pain, I really made it. You know what? I think I'ma cancel myself. I was way more focused. Facebook does not help. As far as I'm concerned, IG means instant gratification. I'm taking back my attention to regain my patience. I had to sign out so I could focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. There's a war for attention, you got to focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. There's a war for attention, you got to focus. Social media can either promote you or expose you. Made some dumb mistakes by telling strangers what I'm going through. I overshare my opinions and my intimate thoughts, and people will take it and make it a status or downright put it in their bars. I take a 5-minute scroll, finish 2 hours later. This gotta be the best drug technology ever gave us. People that you wasn't thinking about turn into haters. I watched insecure girlfriends become investigators. I know offline loafers, but they online posers. Jesus, take the wheel before I run somebody over. There's nothing you can tell me, it's getting pretty scary. I'm at the gym the other day, this chick did like 3 sets of selfies. I had to sign out so I could focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. There's a war for attention, you got to focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. There's a war for attention, you got to focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. There's a war for attention, you got to focus. Yeah, I had to sign out. Think about what your life was like before social media. Before you started comparing yourself to everybody else. Don't fall for attention, you got to focus. Don't compare your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel, because you don't always see what's going on offline.
APJ.
Inhale the weed smoke, let's get high. Close your eyes and open your mind. Your bitch love it, yeah, she feeling the vibe. These are the life and times of the realest alive. How it feel to be the realest? How it feel to be the realest nigga living? How it feel, how it feel? How it feel to be the realest? How it feel, how it feel? How it feel to be the realest alive? I find it hard to believe myself, one of the realest niggas living. Indeed I am. Gotta get straight to it soon as I clock in. I make it look easy, but this hard work still. Big love to the mayor, salute Shondell. 11 weeks on Raw Radio, then shit got real. I built a legendary resume. Rap with major legends on every stage. Weed and therapy help me see clearer. Orchestrating all these sessions like I'm E. Jilla. Set the table for the fam so we can eat dinner. This moment to die for, but I'ma relive it. Second chances barely come around, so fuck all my old friends that's talking down. Underground king with an awesome sound. Tell the major labels, make an offer now. Inhale the weed smoke, let's get high. Close your eyes and open your mind. Your bitch love it, yeah, she feeling the vibe. These are the life and times of the realest alive. How it feel to be the realest? How it feel to be the realest nigga living? How it feel, how it feel? How it feel to be the realest? How it feel, how it feel? How it feel to be the realest alive?
I'm the realest alive. Fuck your pride. I ain't got time for the haters. I'm somewhere touching thighs. I'm different from them other guys. My whole life is in the frame. I was named after my grandma on my mother's side. Victoria. I survived what was compromised daily. Blaze weed all while I was walking down 8th Street. Race me how when I'm approaching my third lap. Birds yap, gossip about the God with the earth raps. Rotation, looking at the globe from the crib. The world is in the palm of my hand. I watch it spin. Got green in my pocket. The sneakers same color as my blue wallet. Eager for the fix like a new doctor. A few choppers for protection and dumb guys. It's real shit in my archives and thumb drives. Bum guys, never as fresh as I did it with lesser tries. Since I'm alive, I'ma be the realest I.
Inhale the weed smoke, let's get high. Close your eyes and open your mind. Your bitch love it, yeah, she feeling the vibe. These are the life and times of the realest alive. How it feel to be the realest? How it feel to be the realest nigga living? How it feel, how it feel? How it feel to be the realest? How it feel, how it feel? How it feel to be the realest alive? How it feel to be the realest alive? 43rd. What? Let's get it. Bounce. Girl, bust that ass while I kill this radio. Bounce. Beat that pussy while I'm beating through your stereo. We do it raw, take you down with my jewelry on. Do you from the bag, show you what I'm really on. Girl, bust that ass while I kill this radio. Beat that pussy while I'm beating through your stereo. We do it raw, take you down with my jewelry on. Do you from the bag, show you what I'm really on. She drop it to the floor, I stack this money to the ceiling. I need the baddest bitch in the city to match the feeling. Came from the bottom, now I'm on the top tier list. This shit like the Holy Spirit move when you feel it. Ass so fat, need a lap dance. Shorty heard that I'm the plug and wanna tap in. Baby, I ain't come to talk about that action. I love the way you throw it back and it's clapping. We split these pills up, break them into fractions. Got me up all night, chiropractic. That mean I break your back in, yeah, it's cracking. Every time this radio. Beat that pussy while I'm beating through your stereo. We do it raw, take you down with my jewelry on. Do you from the bag, show you what I'm really on. Girl, bust that ass while I kill this radio. Beat that pussy while I'm beating through your stereo. We do it raw, take you down with my jewelry on. Do you from the bag, show you what I'm really on. Bounce. Bounce. Bounce.
Yeah, see, you can't see my hair.
Because your hair is
'Cause
green.
my hair is
It's
green.
blending in.
That is so funny.
Hey, you know what's great about this is because it's this ethereal feel I have with you here now. It's like she's physically here, y'all. I want you to know this is not a hologram. This is not AI. She's really here with me.
Yes, I am.
One of the OG FemCs here from the city. You know what I'm saying?
Shout, stand up.
If you ever been to Sub T, one of the most legendary spots here in Chicago, man, there's no way you don't know who this woman is.
Aw.
But just in case the people out there don't know, man, pop your shit, tell them who you
What's
are.
up, world? It's your girl, Annihilation, one of the two hosts of the legendary 606 Chicago, the longest open mic in the world for 26 years.
Yeah.
And the founding member of the legendary group Lyricists. I love my girls. Shout out to Ash 13, Aaron Joy, and the queen. May she rest heavenly, Lady LUV.
Rest in peace, lady. And Aaron Joy is definitely that's one of my favorite people. I love Aaron so much. Salute to Aaron Joy for all the love, the encouragement. Every time she see me, she got some gems to drop on me. Let me know what I'm doing good, what I'm doing wrong, and it's always in love. And I appreciate you so much. So salute to Aaron Joy, man.
That's what's up.
But
Salute to my sisters.
Annihilation, man. I didn't even know I was gonna be interviewing you today. So it's like another word moment, man. Salute to Kingpen, the priest over there, man.
That's what's up.
See, he just rolling it out today. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna sit here and chat about just everything you got going on, like your entrepreneurship, your vision, what you mean to the culture, what the culture means to you. And I kind of just want to start off with that. Like, I know you're an artist first and foremost, but I also know that you have built a platform. Like you said, you guys have the longest running open mic in Chicago history.
In the world.
So not even just in Chicago, excuse me, the world, Craig, the fucking world,
Craig.
So based off of that alone, what does that mean to you? One, as an artist, but two, as a proprietor of the situation, to give a platform, create a platform like that and curate something like that for artists here in the city and out around the world.
To me, it's giving them a staple, a home, a safe haven, a place where you can come and not be judged on your character, your look, or anything like that. It's judged on your skills and ability to be a real MC and a real artist. So our open mic has been hosted to a lot of different platform of artists from all over the world. And for us to be doing it for 26 years, I mean, it's for the culture. We're trying to keep it alive. And that's what
y'all doing it. You ain't even trying. Y'all keeping it alive because I mean, you can't be on the hip hop scene in Chicago for sure and not know about Sub T and what y'all been doing there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all been doing that my entire life. Like, I'm 35. My entire life, y'all been doing that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I have always heard about that platform. Some of the dopest artists I know that's in the culture, that's real lyricists that really appreciate the art form, have blessed that stage. You know what I'm saying? Like one of this in the video I just played, salute to my brother Vic Spencer.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? He one of the main people I know that's always had so many stories to tell me about Sub T, and a lot of the DJs that's been up there. And it's just a beautiful thing when you got that type of rich history.
Yeah.
And like you say, y'all the longest running open mic in the world.
Yeah.
But it's from Chicago. So how does that feel to have the longest running open mic in the world, but it originates here in Chicago and not somewhere like, say, the mecca of what they consider hip hop, like
New
the
York,
East Coast, New
yeah.
York. You know what I'm saying?
Well, shout out to the Pacifics, because the Pacifics are the ones who started the open mic at Subterranean. So shout out to the Pacifics. I love you guys. And there was the Filipino group, you know what I'm saying, here from Chicago, that decided to take this staple and make it a place for everybody. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for them, then we wouldn't have a home. So they ones who reached out to Shadow Master MC. Shout out to my partner in rhyme,
Shadow,
and me, and asked us to keep it going once they weren't able to keep it going anymore. You know what I'm saying? So that blessing was bestowed upon us because of them. And genuinely what we wanted to do was, like I said, keep it going for the culture. We needed a place that people still wanted to grind and be hungry and come to and show their skills. It's a hip hop dojo. You know what I'm saying?
It really is that. Like, it's iron sharp as iron. Like, no cap. Like, that's what you expect when you walk into Sub T. And that's the legacy.
And actually, we are not at Sub T anymore. Let me explain that too. We actually left Sub T a year ago. We are now at Boulevard, which is a mile away from Sub T, 2645 West North Avenue, every Tuesday from 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. So all genres are welcome. Bring your people, bring your crowd, bring your music, and come get down.
So 2 things. Since now y'all in a new location, how does that feel to be in a new space, you know, with the same mission? And also, like, how important is it for you to teach and give back to the artists that you have coming to your platform?
So the best thing about us moving, especially when we decided to leave Subterranean, is that we did a citywide tour. So we was in Oak Park, we went to the south side of Soul Veg, we went up north to different spots to try to find a place that was comfortable for everybody. And Boulevard embraced us. So that's why we decided to stay there and bring the people there, and giving all of the new age MCs a place to go that you could get conductive critiques to help you build more. We're not trying to break people down. We're trying to build the culture. We're trying to give people the tools and the recognition and a place to call home that they can come and show their skills.
I don't even think y'all trying. Like I said, I think y'all doing it. I know that's just normal talk, but right. I really like. I'm very specific about that try word, because I'm really big, like how Yoda say, do or do not. There is no try.
Yes.
Y'all doing it. Y'all been doing it. I want to make sure that I drive that home for the listeners at home. Like, this is real in real time, and the culture is so important to me. So having figures like you, Shadow Master, Aaron Joy, just people who really care about this, that mean a lot, because everybody monopolize it. We all got to monetize in some type of way. And like me and Jesse was talking about, us to Jesse Parks, like, you want to still be able to afford to do what we do, because it takes a certain investment to do it at a certain level. But it's not always about the money.
No.
It's really, really, really about the culture. And I love engaging and networking and just breaking bread and have a community and camaraderie with people who understand that. Because it is the music business. I get it, guys. It's the record business. But it was a culture way before it was a business.
Yes,
they didn't even believe this was going to be a thing. They thought this was a fad. You know what I'm saying?
True that.
So before they ever made $1 off this was our heart and soul that we were pouring into this music. And it came from our communities. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to make sure we never lose sight of that, just because now people are, you know, financially in better positions because of music. So I just wanted to touch on that.
And even with that, we don't charge to get into our open mic. It's totally free. You know what I'm saying? So all these years, the only time that we charged was for our anniversary. And even this year for our anniversary, well, last year, we took donations. You know what I'm saying? We got drink specials. We got food specials. We have a kitchen. You know what I'm saying? We got a pool table. We got darts. Oh, don't get in up on the darts. You know what I'm saying? We be having fun up there. You know what I'm saying? And it's getting warm too. So I encourage more people to come and check it out, and check out the different artists that are from your homegrown backyard. That's one thing about Chicago. We need to support our homegrown backyard. You know what I'm saying?
No, definitely support the home team. It's always support the crib versus everybody. I got love for people everywhere, but the crib is very important to me. So Chicago over everybody.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a quick break, and I'm going to play another video, and we're going to come back and chop it up with Annihilation some more and see what's going on, what she got cooking and what's coming up, man. Y'all know where y'all at, man. This is CHI Radio, man. The Kingpen Show. Let's get it.
Kingpen.
Don't let the internet pressure you. Things ain't always what they seem. Compare your online, offline. Sometimes I work on beats and I just don't really be feeling it. I practice my guitar a lot and I ain't always killing it. Music used to be the place where I release my pain, but I made a bunch of beats that I ain't like just to get paid. Compare myself to people who already made it in this game. Made myself depressed cause artists been made it by my age. As far as social media, I have my tired days. I just wanna be alone, don't feel like clicking like today. How would you like it if you expressed your blues? Then people disregard it just to go and count the views. Like, yeah, he was dope, but only 30 people seen it. Is this what I'm reduced to? It's my pain, I really made it. You know what? I think I'ma cancel myself. I was way more focused. Facebook does not help. As far as I'm concerned, IG means instant gratification. I'm taking back my attention to regain my patience. I had to sign out so I could focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. There's a war for attention, you got to focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. There's a war for attention, you got to focus. Social media can either promote you or expose you. Made some dumb mistakes by telling strangers what I'm going through. I overshare my opinions and my intimate thoughts, and people will take it and make it a status or downright put it in their bars. I take a 5-minute stroll, finish 2 hours later. This gotta be the best drug technology ever gave us. People that you wasn't thinking about turn into haters. I watched insecure girlfriends become investigators. I know offline loafers, but they online posers. Jesus, take the wheel before I run somebody over. There's nothing you can tell me, it's getting pretty scary. I'm at the gym the other day, this chick did like 3 sets of selfies. I had to sign out so I could focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. There's a war for attention, you got to focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. There's a war for attention, you got to focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. I had to sign out so I could focus. There's a war for attention, you got to focus. Yeah, I had to sign out. Think about what your life was like before social media. Before you started comparing yourself to everybody else. Don't fall for it. For attention, you got to focus. Don't compare your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel, because you don't always see what's going on offline.
And just like that, we are back. Salute to Jesse Parks again for just
Salute to
facilitating the
Jesse.
positive hip hop vibes, man. I just never get tired of that song, bro. If you get tired of that song, man, you a hater, man. I'm sorry. This is just good, feel good music, bro.
Yeah, I feel
Salute
you.
to Jesse Parks. And again, a lot of y'all need to just log off and go outside, man. It's nice outside today. Don't get off the internet. Unless you're watching us. Stay here with us and then go outside after this. But everybody else get off the internet. But man, we are sitting here again with Annihilation. Talk to me about the 25-year anniversary show you had for
606.
for 606. Yeah.
The 25-year anniversary was epic. We had all 3 levels full. Crucial Conflict was the headliner. They tore the house down.
Yeah.
Shout out to Crucial Conflict. I love each and every one of them. Cold Hard, Kilo, Never, and motherfucking Wild Style.
Wild
okay?
Style.
They are one of the coldest hip-hop conglomerates in Chicago that are legends, and they are continuously being celebrated. So we celebrated them by having them come out to 25-year anniversary. It was packed all the way, all 3
I
levels.
seen it all the way from bottom to the top. I seen
And
that.
we had a lot of MCs that came out and performed that night. You know what I'm saying? We brought the drunk uncles out of retirement and they performed that night. We had Cool Out Chris and Amina. We had, oh my goodness, it's so many people to like remember. And then we had the open mic downstairs, which was epic too. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody who came to the 25-year anniversary. And we appreciate y'all. And even the 26-year anniversary, being how it was not at Subterranean, it was at Boulevard. We had everybody come out, and that was pretty dope too. Even the bartender and the motherfucking security guards from Sub T was with us at our anniversary. So shouts out to Jules and shout out to Rubio.
Hey, say that. You know what? I love when people just appreciate something so much that even when the location change, hey, we going, you know what I'm saying? We slide, and they're like, look, it may not be over here no more, but the same people doing it, and the energy is the same, the spirit is the same. So as long as that's there, that's the heart and soul. It ain't about the building, even if it's so much history in one space. Home is where the heart is, you know what I'm saying? So y'all take the heart and soul of 606 with y'all wherever y'all go.
Yes.
Y'all could do that open mic in another country, it would still be the same.
Actually,
you know
and shout out to seeing how you said that. Shout out to the Microphone Misfits, because when they went overseas to Japan You know, they was banned for years of hip hop, and they shouted us out on stage and had everybody screaming 606.
Ooh.
So, and we also want to try to do that. Take all the people who have dope projects that were at 606 Chicago and try to do a tour all over and show everybody else what Chicago has, except the drill and stuff that they always think that is pushed down your throats right now. You know
and I love that too, because like even when I travel and do like radio shows in other cities, they tell me all the time, like, man, I didn't know that artists in Chicago made this kind of music.
Yes.
And they're like, yo, because all they've been hearing for the last 15 years was drill. And I'm like, yo, that's
Drill
just
and trap.
that's what the industry
what the
picked.
machine is
That's what the
pushing.
machine plucked. They
Yes.
plucked that up out of the culture. It was like, yo, we gonna get behind this.
Yes.
But I say Chicago is a melting pot of culture.
And
that's music.
type of music.
It's all coming together. All different cultures coming together. It's a melting pot of
It's a gumbo, baby.
It's a gumbo of art.
gumbo.
It's a gumbo of the pillars of hip hop. It's a gumbo of all type of music. I'm talking about blues, jazz, whatever you can think of. It's
Indeed.
here.
Yes,
It's
it
right.
is.
Gospel music. Some of the best gospel music ever came out of Chicago. Like, what are we talking about? So,
Okay.
so I just want y'all to understand, like, this city is not just that. So when we got people that's pushing that message and really going and taking our name other places, I love that so much, because that stigma is on our city. And I ain't got nothing against drill, but it's just so much bigger than that, man. It's so much bigger than that.
It's bigger than that.
So the next thing I want to talk to you about, since we on the topic of music, is I heard from a little birdie through the grapevine that you and Shadow cooking something up. Talk to me about that.
Yes, everybody has been asking for years, because we've been doing open mic so long. Are y'all ever going to do stuff together? So we actually are in the middle of our project. Shout out to Heat Detector, who's done a lot of our production and recording. Shout out to Straight Bars. We just featured on the song with them. Radcliffe, we got a new single coming out with him that we're shooting a video to. Probably next month. Finally, we'll have a video.
Hey, make sure you send it to me too.
Yes.
I need that video for my show.
I know, that's what's up. And shout out to Yuri, the human beatbox, and GQ the teacher. They are featured
GQ
on
the teacher.
This is special. We have a special song for the real heads and the beatboxers. And yeah, when y'all see what we cooked up with Yuri, excuse me. Jory is talking about me. That is our other member of 606 Chicago. So shout out to Jory Norman in the building. J Norman in the trenches. But yeah, we got some stuff cooking up for y'all. So
hey, I love when the pot is stirred. We mix it, we flick the wrist different ways, and just keep stirring.
And then
So
soon we're gonna be eating.
right, you know what I'm saying? So look, I mean, just at that stage, what does it mean for you to finally be able to give the people what they've been asking for from you and Shower Master for so long? How does that feel to be in that process where you're moving towards that goal and it's finally about to be a real thing?
Well, it's been a long time coming. I mean, even with my project, everybody keeps saying that too. It's a long time coming. But my loyalty to my people, you know what I'm saying, who I am conglomerated with, stand strong. So for me and him to finally put on paper, this is what we're doing, these are the songs, and let's get it cracking, I'm finally like, yes, let's get this project done so I can do my project.
Yeah, get to that solo. Hey, I feel you on that. Because I tell, salute to my brother, 2 Official, man. I tell 2 Official this all the time. Whatever joints you need me to do, bro, let me get them done, because I got other things I need to do, because you know you be pulling my attention away from what I'm trying to do.
Yes.
I'm trying to cook this, and he got me cooking 3 other things.
Yes, and by me being an engineer too, I'm also a sound record engineer. I've been engineering for over 20 years. I have been featured on so many different people's albums that they like, Annette, what the hell? I did one mixtape that was hosted by yours truly, Kingpen. You know what I'm saying? He hosted my mixtape, but it's due time, and it's due time for Shadow and I, and it's due time for me. So in the next few months, check it out. We're gonna be hitting y'all heavy with a lot of stuff. You know,
I'm looking forward to it, like, honestly, because like I said, if it's straight up out the culture, it got my ears and eyes automatically. So speaking of that too, tell me about the podcast. Tell me about the radio show. Tell me about another platform you opening up, another lane you done carved out to give the culture and give people a platform. Just talk to me about that for a little bit.
So Shadow and I, over a year ago, started 606 Presents Mic Drop. It's a video podcast. It's a visual show to show all of our artists in Chicago and the Midwest and surrounding areas, like we said before, that there are other types of music than what you are just being fed. So I wanted, actually, and now I'm gonna put this on front, I wanted the show to be about all type of artists from different countries. And they were like, that's cool, but what about our people? And then I was like, all right, our people. Yes, I understand. And if you watch the very first podcast, I am not a happy camper. I am sitting there screwed face and everything because my vision was something else. But now that we have expounded and have done it for over a year now, I'm blessed to say that we have a lot of followers on the Unwrap podcast channel. It is every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. 606 presents Mic Drop, featuring Shadow Master and Annihilation and Heat Detector, aka Brother God. So we want y'all to send y'all videos in to 606 Chicago 606 at gmail.com. It doesn't matter what genre, as long as it's a YouTube video link, and we will watch it. We don't watch our videos before. This is an interactive show, so you're getting our real response, and you're getting the people in the crowd in the comments real response too. So that's why we say it's interactive. You give it a mic drop if you like it. If you don't like it, you give it a garbage can, but you have to explain your reasons why. And the reasons why is everybody has an opinion, okay? Just like we got assholes. But what we try to do is give critiques, constructive criticism to help you become better in your craft.
That's the same thing I do with my show on my radio Chicago Shop Talk 7 Review Fridays. We call it the greatest review show in the world just because it's people from all over the world that started submitting music. And it was always just about Chicago at first. And then just, I travel a lot. I tour and I started bringing a lot of the artists I would meet back to the crib.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? So, and then well, salute to my bro. Salute to King Handsome, man. One Life, man, music group. So I had to get the signal. I didn't hear what he was saying. Y'all gotta forgive me. These headphones too good. But salute to King Handsome. He's an artist from Rhode Island.
Okay.
And I'll actually be going back out there April 1st to do a show with him and Fuego Bass from Black Soprano Family. But I was able to bring him to Chicago, and we did an event called Meet the Plugs where we had people from Boston, New Jersey, New York, and for Rhode Island come out to Chicago, network. We shot videos. I interviewed them on my show, reviewed their music, and made a lot of genuine connections. But the biggest thing was the FemCs, because that's what we kind of highlighted, because King Handsome, it was the last day.
I wasn't there.
It was the see, when we do two, you will be there because we're gonna do a second one. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that, because he wanted to focus on the women, because he said, man, it's Black History Month and I want strong Black women representation at our event. That was like one of the key things that he told me. I said, okay, you got the bar cipher. Salute to Bay Holla in Boston and Bratty Bonnie in Boston. I got some people out here, the Pink Cipher. Whole bunch of ladies doing their thing. Let's bring it together.
You, the Pink Cipher?
Well, I know the Pink Cipher. I'm tapped in with them. I didn't organize. Salute to Tay and Tay Lexus. That's my people. They put that together.
I seen that, and I thought that was so dope.
They are amazing. So I got people from the first one and the second one to come to this event.
Okay.
And they networked and they performed. And I got the cipher from the East Coast, from Boston, to come. And one is about breast cancer awareness, the Pink Cipher. That's what their message is. And then the bar cipher is about women empowerment and sisterhood.
That's dope.
So me being able to just facilitate that, it was very dope for me. And I just wanted to say, like, to your point of what your original vision of your show was, that's kind of like what my show is. So
I need to come on your show.
Yeah, so you need to come on my show.
And see some people I've been talking about.
Yeah, for real. And we can talk about it because we're reviewing music from people. And we, like you said, we're giving constructive criticism. Like we have a scale we do, 1 to 30. It's the Patrice O'Neal scale we use, but we give reasons for our scores.
Right.
So whatever the score is, whether high or low, we're not just gonna say, oh, it's trash and it's a 0.
And that's it.
No, if I think it's a bad song, I'm gonna tell you what I thought was bad about it and what could make it better moving forward. I'm big on constructive criticism because I hate review shows that just play your music and trash it and don't tell you why they don't like it.
Exactly.
They give you nothing. That you can't leave as a better artist that way. You just leave feeling defeated. I can take constructive criticism because if you don't like my record, at least then I know why. I say, okay, well, maybe I need to take into account what Annihilation said. Maybe I need to work on my cadence. Maybe I need to work on my rhyme scheme. Maybe my production wasn't the best. Like I want to take that and roll with it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And that is the whole point of the show. We trying to help us be greater. You know what I'm saying? So
elevation. If it ain't about elevating our people in the culture or anybody who just supports the culture, because I mean, I love Black people. So we Black and we proud over here. You know what I'm saying? Salute to the Black people. But everybody who else is in the culture that supports the culture, I love y'all too, because this thing of ours is special and it's sacred, and there's only so many people that I personally feel like take that seriously. Because I've met people from from the bottom all the way to the top. I know plenty of people with deals. I know people still trying to get deals and everywhere in between. And there's only so many of those people who I know do it because they love this culture. They want to teach. They want to inspire. Like Jesse said, they want to heal.
Yeah.
And they want to give people something to believe in. They want to give people something to wake up every day and say, you know what? I'm proud that I'm an MC. I'm proud that I'm a musician. I'm proud that I'm a singer. And I can say I got friends and partners in this life that chose me that feel that way. And I just love it, man. I'll talk about that all night, man. So let me I just had to get that out and give you your flowers, because with you being one of those figureheads, like it's so important what you're doing. Please just keep being who you are and doing what you're doing, because it's just important. There's a lot of people out here who just opportunists, and they see that this is a very profitable thing that we have. It's very special. That's why when the people who didn't believe in it saw it, they took it and ran with it. Now we're the biggest music genre in the world. So I mean, you know, go figure. Who knew? Only 53 years. Who knew?
Okay.
Who knew? It's not even 100 years yet. Okay. But man, what else do you want? You got any other like messages, any other gems that you want to just give to the people while we still here on this platform, man? All right, let's talk to the people.
Man, I just want everybody to learn to be genuine. Stick in your truth, stay in your truth, be genuine, be authentically yourself. You know what I'm saying? And have fun. We're supposed to be spreading love, not war. You know what I'm saying? Everybody needs to join each other and have a whole type of peaceful woosah, okay? Woosah type moment, like for real, because it's so much stress and it's so much pressure that's going on all around the world. The music that we do, we try to stay true to the culture and keep it harmonious and keep it fun and keep it happy.
Keep it fun and happy is important. I tell people all the time, if we not having fun creating this music, what are we doing, bro? Yes. Like, you could be as talented as you want to be, and that's cool. But if you're not enjoying it, like, what are we doing? Like, I gotta have fun creating. That's why I don't make certain songs, because it's like, it's just not fun for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, for granted, I ain't gonna lie. If somebody paid me to write them a certain type of song, I mean, yeah, I'll go ahead and do it and do the reference, whatever. Cool. It's a job. Right. You got to be able to do your job. But at the same time, like, that's not fun. Right. I'm not doing that. I'm not getting personal gratification or pleasure out of that. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, yeah, I want to be able to do hip hop because I love it. And that's why I do it. I've done it for free most of my life. And I'm grateful to say that sometimes, you know, if your boy get paid bookings, not sometimes, you know, so thank y'all for who saw enough in me to want to pay me. But but at the end of the day, like I would just do it because this soothes my soul. Being on the stage is like my safe space. Yes. I don't get afraid in front of crowds because I forget they're even there. It's like I interact with them by muscle memory or something, because really when I'm on the stage, I really just black out. It's just zone them out, but I still know that they there and I got to engage with them just because I've been taught how to work a crowd and MC a crowd. So talk to me about that real quick. Like, what is it like for you being as seasoned as you are when it comes to being like an MC, and then you see people come to your platform and be authentically themselves as you give them the space to be? What do you like? What tips do you give artists who you feel like need help working a crowd or reading the room and knowing how to work the crowd? So one of the biggest things that I've noticed now about a lot of new artists when they come to like perform is that they perform with their vocals, and that is not a thing that you do because you cannot understand the artist. The only person that I've ever seen that rhymed over their vocals and actually sounded the same was Eminem. Quiet as kept. I can't believe it, but it is. You know what I'm saying? So that's the one rule that all the young artists need to learn. Have a TV track. The TV track consists of your overdubs and your chorus. That's it. You want the audience to be able to hear you. Sometimes it's just in and outs. I don't even do overdubs. I'll just have my in and outs on mine. That's what overdubs is. Ad-libs, baby. That's what I mean. I'm sorry. I call those stuff different things. Well, now look, overdub. See, that's what. So I'm gonna put you on game. So for us, that's not an overdub. Right. For us, an overdub is me rapping the entire line 2 times. Hell no. I don't even record people like that. Me just emphasizing certain parts. That's not an overdub. That's the ins and outs. That's the. You know what I'm saying? Well, see, I call it the oohs and ahs. Oohs and ahs, same thing. Yeah, ins and outs, oohs and ahs. So the oohs and ahs is the track that you need, and you have to have your chorus, and then you just need to practice. You know what I'm saying? Practice in the mirror. Practice with your friends. And, you know, get real criticism and real critiques from your people. Stop listening to yes men and listen to those that are willing to tell you the truth. Because at the end of the day, if you want to be in this hard grind category, you got to have tough skin. Yeah, you got to have tough skin. And you got to be able to get what you receive. And take it with grace. Because people don't take stuff with grace anymore. No, I think a lot of people they get really emotional about it, which I understand. Like you said, we like Jesse said earlier, we humans, we supposed to be emotional. We're allowed to be emotional. It's about how we handle it though.
Yeah.
That's one of the main things I learned in therapy is just it's all about management. So when you get a critique on a song that you thought was dope, but then other people didn't necessarily share that opinion, you just have to ask yourself, instead of getting angry about, oh, why didn't they like my song? What is it about my song? What can I do to enhance this song? What can I do with the next song for that same crowd to get a better response? Every bit of information helps. The more information you get from those real criticisms, even no matter how bad they are, every bit of information will help you make a better record next time. It might even help you improve that record. I'll give you a real quick example. There are people who send me rough drafts sometimes. So I get everything on my review show. I get finished products and I get some that are still under construction.
Right.
And they'll come to me knowing it's a draft and come to our panel just because they don't even know what else to do with the song. They're not done with it. They know it's not what they want it to be, but they don't even know what it's missing.
Right.
They just know something is missing. So they'll send it to me and then we'll sit down and dissect it and be like, yo, this is what you need, or maybe you should try this. And people have literally went and done that and then come back and send me to finish the song. And I'm like, yo, it's totally different.
Exactly. It got, you know, it's so funny. And that's this real quick. We had artists that we had on the show and the video, and the next couple of weeks we had a diss video about our podcast from this artist. And the funny thing about it is that Shadow and I weren't the harsh ones about their video. It was the comments. The comment section, the viewers. The comments. But they talked about me and Shadow so bad, and I said, well, we must be doing something right because we got a diss song.
I'm saying if you get dissed, no, that's facts. If you get dissed, you know you definitely got some action. Because nobody disses nobody. Like you can't be a nobody and get dissed. Like it's not possible.
So so I take it in stride that we're doing the right thing.
Hey, but you got Teflon skin. That's why I say that's so important for any artist or any creative in general to have, because it's not an easy thing we do, but when you love it, I think that takes the criticism. It can go two ways. Like you could take the criticism more to heart because of how much you love this. And we are artists. We are sensitive about our shit, but that's why we have to build up our tolerance. We have to build up our emotional intelligence to know that sometimes somebody might give you a negative critique and they're not being negative towards you.
Right.
This is just their honest, authentic response, like you say, in real time.
Right.
On your show, y'all don't even watch the videos till live. So it's not like you have some preconceived notion of what you thought about it. Like this, and then even some of my co-hosts have a thing where they say sometimes I got to sit with the record. I have to get what they mean by that. Sometimes a song does grow on you. I've heard songs where it was like I didn't think it was trash, but I wasn't that big of a fan of it. But the more I heard it, I was like, you know, and I don't mean like in the radio way where the radio programs us to like stuff. I mean like I'll actually keep listening to the song like on purpose. And I'm like, you know what? I actually do like this more the third or fourth time than I did the first two times.
Right.
So I think there's a lot of different variations of what can happen. You just have to give yourself the chance to receive that that feedback.
That's what's up.
Kingpen. So this is what I want you to do for me, Annihilation. Tell the people where they can submit any of their art to you for you and Shadow's podcast, where they want to get their music played, reviewed live with y'all audience. Tell them where they can tap in and send that music to.
Okay, so the podcast is on the Unwrap podcast channel, UNRAP podcast channel, 8:30 p.m. every Wednesday live. And you can send your videos to 606 Chicago, 606 at gmail.com.
606 at gmail.
No, say it right. 606 Chicago.
606 Chicago.
606.
606 Chicago.
60. No, you're not saying it right. It's 606 Chicago 606 at gmail.com.
Oh, it's 606.
Yes.
Okay, so 606 Chicago 606 at gmail.com.
Yes. All right.
I got it on that time. Okay. So that's where y'all need to send y'all music, man. Y'all want to have some reviews from some of the realest, most authentic people in hip hop right now, like not just in Chicago, but just in the culture period. Y'all want to tap in with 606 Podcast, man. Make sure y'all tap in, send y'all music, send y'all videos. And follow them on everything. Tell your friends, tag your friends. If you got other people that's artists that are looking for constructive criticism, feedback, growth, just networking, just being tapped in with the culture, because they have still the longest running open mic in the world, y'all need to tap in. So make sure y'all hit Annihilation up on everything, wherever she's at. If you see her in the streets, she's approachable. Just don't do no weird shit, and you'll be good. You'll be okay.
Or come see us Tuesday at Boulevard, 2645 West North Avenue. Avenue every Tuesday, 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. Yes.
9 p.m. to 2 a.m. And like I said, that 2 a.m. is 2 a.m. on the dot. So you better be in there on time because after that, you ain't going to get to perform after that.
That's what's up. Yep. Oh, and the first 3 acts that come in get a 10-minute, that come in and sign up, you get 10 minutes.
Hey, that's a beautiful set. For you to come in early and sign in and you get up to 10 minutes?
Yep.
I love it because most places going to charge you for that 10 minutes. It's going to be a nice little ticket too. So trust me, I did the open mic circuit, so I know they're going to charge a nice little ticket if you want 10 minutes. I'm telling you. So salute to you, Annihilation, just everything that y'all doing. I'll be here all night. Just give us some more gems before we get out of here because I know you got at least 1 or 2 more for us. Give us something else.
No, I don't have any. No. I'll be back soon, and I'm gonna bring lyricists. That's the gem.
Okay, that's the gem right there. So
bring
look,
my girls.
Make sure y'all stay tuned. Make sure y'all are following. You know what I'm saying? CHI-RADIO Live, man. Make sure y'all following Kingpen. Make sure y'all just tapped in with the culture because we will be having Annihilation and Shadow back here, and I'm probably gonna have to pull up. You know what I'm saying? You got lyricists here too, so you know what I'm saying. We might have to pull up and just mingle with the real hip hop folks. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a hip hop show. That's what he keeps saying. He keeps saying that, so I'm gonna just go off what he said. I didn't say it. You know what I'm saying? But it's been a pleasure just sitting here, being able to talk with you. This was a surprise to me because, like I said, I didn't know we were doing this. So, hey, look, y'all, tell them where they can follow you at. Tell them where they can follow you at and where they can find you at.
My name, ANYI space AHLATI
on
all social media platforms. That's how you find me. I got to get up out of here, y'all. I love y'all to death. Y'all stay speaking. What? Oh, my tattoo.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to talk about that next time. I got to go.
Well, look, just show them the tattoo again, just so y'all can see it. That's her name, tattooed on her skin.
Long live Lady Love. You know what
Long
I'm saying?
live Lady Love. Rest in
Tazar,
peace.
Who did my ink.
So, look, man, make sure y'all tap in. We're going to run this video, man. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all, man. Y'all stay up, man. Stay black.
Stay black. Stay up.
APJ.
Inhale the weed smoke, let's get high. Close your eyes and open your mind. Your bitch love it, yeah, she feeling the vibe. These are the life and times of the realest alive. How it feel to be the realest? How it feel to be the realest nigga living? How it feel to be the realest? How it feel to be the realest alive? I find it hard to believe myself, one of the realest niggas living. Indeed I am. Gotta get straight to it soon as I clock in. I make it look easy, but this hard work still. Big love to the mayor, salute Shondell. 11 weeks on Raw Radio, then shit got real. I built a legendary resume. Rap with major legends on every stage. Weed and therapy help me see clearer. Orchestrating all these sessions like I'm E. Jilla. Set the table for the fam so we can eat dinner. This moment to die for, but I'ma relive it. Second chances barely come around, so fuck all my old friends that's talking down. Underground king with an awesome sound. Tell the major labels, make an offer now. Inhale the weed smoke, let's get high. Close your eyes and open your mind. Your bitch love it, yeah, she feeling the vibe. These are the life and times of the realest alive. How it feel to be the realest? How it feel to be the realest nigga living? How it feel to be the realest? How it feel to be the realest alive?
I'm the realest alive. Fuck your pride. I ain't got time for the haters. I'm somewhere touching thighs. I'm different from them other guys. My whole life is in the frame. I was named after my grandma on my mother's side. Victoria. I survived what was compromised daily. Blaze weed all while I was walking down 8th Street. Raise me how when I'm approaching my third lap. Birds yap, gossip about the God with the earth raps. Rotation, looking at the globe from the crib. The world is in the palm of my hand. I watch it spin. Got green in my pocket. The sneakers same color as my blue wallet. Eager for the fix like a new doctor. A few choppers for protection and dumb guys. It's real shit in my archives and thumb drives. Bum guys, never as fresh as I did it with lesser tries. Since I'm alive, I'ma be the realest I.
Inhale the weed smoke, let's get high. Close your eyes and open your mind. Your bitch love it, yeah, she feeling the vibe. These are the life and times of the realest alive. How it feel to be the realest? How it feel to be the realest nigga living. How it feel to be the realest. How it feel to be the realest alive. The Kingpen is back.
Hey, yo, it's a pleasure to be sitting next to Don Sicko. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is an amazing feat that we've accomplished tonight. We've had the incredible Jesse Parks in the building.
Yeah.
We have the incredible Annihilation in the building.
Legendary.
We have the incredible Don Sicko in the building. Cypher Sick.
Legendary.
Come on, son. And not to mention KIGP and Miss Crumb up in right nice. You know a girl want to get wet. I got a couple of these hoes need to hydrate. Yo, I had an amazing time. I hope you did too. Send your shout outs real quick.
Hey man, salute to you, my brother Kingpen, man. Salute to
Yes, sir.
CHI-RADIO Live, man. Salute to Chicago and the culture.
Mhm.
Salute to my brother King Handsome, who just
Yes,
had a
sir.
show out there in Providence, Rhode Island with terminology.
Yeah.
Just salute to hip hop, man, and everybody who following my journey. Like I said, y'all can follow me everywhere. CYP HERSICK. You can also see me live in the streets because I'm really outside, man. What's up, man?
Because that's a real thing to be outside.
It's a real thing to be
you
outside.
you
bro.
outside right now.
We just on the internet.
No.
I'm outside on the internet.
Yeah. Outside on the internet. Ain't that a motherfucking thing? God damn it.
That's the Matrix. We use the Matrix, man.
Huh, give it a Matrix.
We're gonna give it the
Give it a
Matrix.
Matrix.
Come on, I gotta give it to her.
Give it a Matrix. hey, I'm so happy and elated that you like that. You know what I'm saying?
This
Like,
is great,
yo,
bro. This is
give
great.
it a
This
Matrix.
is great, bro. I don't know what made you do this, but this is great.
I'm a fan of the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? You know, yo.
This is a great
And
set.
you can give it an herb zoom if you want.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
not gonna
Earth
hold
Zone's
you. I'm
fire,
not gonna
too. This is fire.
give it a herb zoom. We ain't get nobody no herb zoom because it was all Matrix worthy.
Yeah, definitely. Like this is
You-
great.
You know what I'm saying? We had to give it a herb zoom because of what's happening right now.
I appreciate the graphics you got over here, at CHI-RADIO, man. I appreciate you got to show me the way, man.
Come on, man. The Illinois Media School.
But
where
man,
your dreams
get
come
your
true.
shout outs, man. What we doing?
Hey, yo, my shout outs is this. Shout out to wifey. Yeah, baby. Shout out to my man Mark, the owner of UET. We just went over there. And if y'all ever catch me talking about I'll open up for Tupac Amaru Shakur, that's because of Mark. All right, hold on. Let's not.
Kingpen Radio.
I forgot that's what that button did. I should have been pressing that.
Hey, we gonna do a little more study over here. It ain't nothing.
Yeah, we
So,
still
hey,
learning.
you know what I mean? We still learning, you know what I'm saying? But yo, guess what? We out. It's CHI-RADIO.LIVE, the Kingpen Radio Show. Hey man, get an outro song.
Hey, we out of here.
Let's go.
I'ma rep my city, I'ma rep where I'm from. If you guessing where I'm from, you ain't where I'm from, Charlie. I'm from Chicago, Congo. Yep, I'm from Chicago, Congo. Yep, I'm from Chicago, Congo. Yep, I'ma rep my city, I'ma rep my city, I'ma rep where I'm from. If you guessing where I'm from, you ain't where I'm from, Charlie. I'm from Chicago, Congo. Yep, I'm from Chicago, Congo. Yep, I'm from Chicago, Congo.
We the illest to ever tell it, the illest that ever did it, the illest ever to rid it, the illest ever to spit it. You the illest nigga to spit it, you weak nigga, you bit it. Ordain above all y'all, Chris Paul, y'all. I got the freaky fucker, they be my women now, fishnet stockings. Sexy motherfucker got the projects popping. I move it like the uncut rappers, you be them dumb fucks, my grandmammy's custard. Keep it yellow like mustard, reach and get the musket. I'm a bad motherfucker. Say Large got that kung fu rappers, I got that kung fu women.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is coming out.
Yeah.
It's executive produced by Will Smith and them. Yes, it's the serious side of the Fresh Prince.
Yeah,
And the whole cast is all